You'll leave before I do.
Hello, my friends. Hello, '07 citizens, '07 crew. My name is Peter, aka Commander Wacko. This is the Simstarr, and I'm glad that you are here today. The Simstarr is my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator, mostly built, modified, and refurbished by me, and we are going to use it to once again play Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is a simulator game in the same vein as Microsoft Flight Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, where the minutia of actually making big machines move is the whole point. This one's just got a heavy, high sci-fi skin to it. And sci-fi shit we're going to be doing today. '07, everyone who's already joined me. '07 Casual Nomad, '07 Pluto Flash, '07 DL, '07 Diabolical, '07 you, and '07 Heavy Duty. Welcome to the stream. Give me 1 second. I'm surprised I haven't heard anything from anybody on the Twitch side. Am I properly running on Twitch right now? Let me double check. And yes, I am. Okay, just making sure. I monitor the YouTube side. That's how I know I'm running. The Twitch side usually takes care of itself. Anyway, we are here on this Wednesday morning to do some gig work. We flew all the way, not even from the bubble. We flew from the east coast of the galaxy over to Colonia on Monday. And now that we're here, all of the work that we were told was here, all that 30 times multiplier, has pretty much dried up. There is some, but it's harder to do. There's one left, and it's harder to do. So we're going to do it a little bit, and then we're going to pick up some other work. But this is the bubble where we began, like, in general. And we went over here, this area, last week, and then we flew across the bottom part of the thicker part of the Milky Way galaxy to get here. And now that we are here, we need to find something to do. And that thing we're going to be doing is, well, whatever catches our eye, whatever I think is cool. '07 Blooper, I'm sorry, Booper, boop, and '07 Gentle Berserker. Welcome. So we're at Paxton Landing right now. Let me take a look around. I believe there's an engineer here. Yeah, there is. And there is a larger station here. I'm wondering, like, I wouldn't mind starting my day doing like one more of these deliveries before we moved on. Just to, kind of say we did that part. It's a good warm-up. Let's take a look at the community goals, which I have not yet. Spent my morning getting things ready, but I have not actually gone through and done anything yet. System's running a little slow today. Not my system. Anything I request on the server side. I have spent yesterday, as promised, making a whole bunch of changes to the back end. I still have not brought in the overlays that are on Twitch and on Stream Elements, but I've improved the overlays that we're running directly on StreamerBot. Now, what that means is the next time you guys activate one of the rewards, it's going to pop up a new custom system that's going to tell you about it. For example, if you do a request for jumps, it will tell you how many jumps we have remaining. Currently, there's none, but it will tell you how many are left. Okay, so there's 18 hours left on this one. For some reason, I'm not sure why the devs did this. Actually, I do know why they did this. The last community goal with this 30 times payout is at a system that has a medium landing pad, and they're asking for the most of these rewards. The reason they're doing that is so there would be at least one running for the entire event, is why they did that. Okay. Let's go. I'm wondering if I should go to Jacques Station or if I should go to the one that's nearby. Thinking the one that's nearby. No, Jacques Station. we can do this drop off with the Caspian Explorer. We don't have to buy a new ship for this. I was tempted to do so, but then that's a whole thing about outfitting and you know, not really what I want to work with right now. Okay, let's see here. No, we don't want to go to Jameson Memorial. That might be a little farther away than I want. We want to go to Colonia. There we go. Should be only 1 jump away. Oh, it's 4 jumps. Okay. Let me check my cargo bay. Let me make sure we're empty. We are. We have 48 of spaces in our Caspian. Maybe we'll expand that a little bit, and we'll go buy some more and drop them off here real quick. Oh yeah, let's get the ship up. Look at the system chat. Everybody is here. Yeah, everybody. I recognize all the names. Heavy duty. I certainly do. Lost Not. Welcome.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
And away we go. Oh, I'm not getting any sound. Are you guys getting sound? The game itself doesn't seem to be making any sound. Hold on. That's odd. I think maybe the game needs a reboot. Might do that in a minute. First, let's get our flying on, though.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because you can hear her, but I'm not hearing any of the sound effects, and I haven't done anything to affect that. Welcome, Guru Prodigy. Welcome, 0707.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, I'm only hearing... Okay, I'm hearing that. So some of the sound isn't coming through for some reason. Gabby is out and about right now. She is over at her mom's house. They had a little trouble with the water heater, and she's gotten the guy out there to fix it, and they just fixed it. So she is done and on her way home, I believe, after maybe getting her some breakfast. So there will probably be a Gabby sighting at some point in the next hour. I am wearing my combat uniform. I did wear this last stream as well. I mentioned that I like to wear the gray one for exploration and the red one for like action, but I decided since I had already wore the gray one, I was going to wear this one. But I might actually have to change it because there's something digging into my arm right here. Something's pretty nasty right here. I don't know if it's like maybe I got an ant in here or something, but I might have to change this jacket out. Is that a clipper I'm in? No, I am not. I am flying around in a is it a Corsair? Is that what they call it? The one with the big beak on the front of it. This is a medium-sized ship that I bought just so we could complete the delivery mission on Monday. Monday was the last day to do that mission. We only had to drop off 1 ton, and I bought this ship just to do that. It says Guru Prodigy is on a 5-stream streak. I don't know why it feels the need to call you out like that, but there we go. All right, somebody needs to run one of my new things. Somebody ask how many jumps we have left. Somebody do exclamation jumps on either chat.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, 7 Brian Tree, welcome. Braintree, 07 Braintree, welcome. Whoosh. We're gonna have to do a reboot of the game though, because I do think some of the sound effects are missing. That happens sometimes. Is there food for snack time? Yeah, I've got the banana on the back. Oh, you know, I still need to add the cooldown to snack time, so you guys don't call it in the first 5 minutes. We'll do snack time in about an hour and a half. You can choose to let it announce the stream streak. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. So that's something that he wants to do. I can totally do that. Yeah? That's why I want you guys to try it. Somebody type in exclamation point jumps. We're almost out of jumps. It's going to pop up and say 0 jumps if you don't do it now. But more interactivity is something that we're working on right now. There you go. Some sound balancing is obviously necessary. I'll get to that this week. I'm only hearing the zip zip in one ear, and it's a little loud, so I'll adjust that soon. But that's what it does. It makes the third monitor go away, and it replaces it with a new screen, which is temporarily my Nebula background. I'm going to make it something else, but I haven't decided what yet. It does it there, and it does it here as well. So it will pop in. Oh, I'm kind of hogging the screen a little bit. Hold on. Let me make a small change to that. I think I should be a little wrong one. Capture. There we go. I think I should be a little bit over like that so you can still see the screen. There we go. Happy with that. Lock. So yeah, if you guys make a request, it pops down on this screen as well. So I'll do one for you. Let me show you how the new Raxel scanner works. It pops up there. It also pops up there. And it pops up there. Now let's go to this one, because this will be the main one it's on. Once it's done scanning, it comes down with the goal in the new system. And a weird signal should be detected here. Weird signal is different than nobody, so that pops up and lets us know that the second level of search is done. And if we go to the local map, you'll see why that is. There is... oh, it's not on the local map. It's on the FSS. It doesn't matter. There are floating alien debris and radio signals here, so weird signals are detected. Welcome, Joshua. Welcome. But anyway, that's the kind of stuff that I've been adding today. I spent basically all day yesterday getting that drop out and drop in to work on all three of the different profiles. So this one and this one are pretty much the same profile. And then the next one would be the chase cam, which is this one. So it's down there, right? And then the one after that is the pilot cam right here. I've got all of that running in a way now that you guys will, when you make a request or you do something, it will pop up on the screen for everybody to see. Again, I need to do some sound balancing, but that's not bad for getting started. You don't think you can make the community goal? Your Kestrel can't make the jump? Oh, that's too bad. How far away are you from Colonia right now? We do actually need to check that weird signal because I know Colonia, it's not that weird because you know what it is, but it is alien life. So we do need to go take a look at it. Just taking a quick look at my notes. Okay. So that's really all I've got to talk about today is these cool updates. Again, what I've done is I've set up the template that will let me do whatever I want later. So now that it's working mechanically, I know that I can tweak it and make it a little bit better. Another thing that I've done is added drop shadow. I'm just a big fan of drop shadow. I use it everywhere in my motion graphics work. And so now I have one inside of OBS. So look out, guys. My power level is increased beyond your imagination. So you can expect better looking graphics going forward. I did make that screen a little bit large. I might shrink it down. I hope you guys had a good time in between. I last saw you on Monday, and now it is Wednesday, so I hope your Tuesday was good. Oh, another thing that I added that I'm really, really happy with is it will let me know what command somebody's doing. It will always make a sound to get my attention, so I know it's happening. And then it will tell me on my heads-up display, the one you guys don't see. Hold on. This one? It will show me on the heads-up display who did what when. And the best part is I'm blocking it. You can't see it. It's right here, right across my body. It says that last knot did exclamation point jump. And on the other side is a reminder system. So. Jacques Station's where we need to go because it's the only place that has the packages that we need. You basically have to cut through the center of the galaxy. Well, have you looked into the Neutron Superhighway? You can probably get here within an hour or two if you use nothing but Neutron Star. If you're not sure how to do that, the ED Copilot will automatically plot the course for you. You just tell it you want to go to Colonia, and it will take care of the calculations, including programming each neutron star into the database for you. So if you want to come out here and drop off that 1 ton to get that reward, there's still time. It's a very shiny station. So I have continued to do
Docking request granted.
I have continued to do work for Waxla, and I know that that is a good way to drive yourself crazy, but I have a new Waxla theory, and I normally wait a while before I try it, but I'm kind of ready. I'm kind of ready to do it now. So we might find ourselves flying after this, maybe even today before the shift's over. We might find ourselves flying to Sagittarius A so that I can run that test next Monday. Where is the number 5? Oh wow, it's straight on, man. It's a straight drop once you're in there. Once you're in the station.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Fuel. Man, the enter button is just not working. So we are going to reboot the game because the game is not functioning properly. That is not my equipment. That is the game that's doing that. So we're gonna quit the desktop. We're gonna load it back up. Oh yeah, let's bring this ship down. For ED Copilot, you got to set up your keybinds, which I've not set up. They've actually made that a little easier, but it is worth it. They gave Jacques Station a new coat of paint recently, I heard. That's why it's shiny. I'm noticing it because it is new. That's good. Because sometimes it does take me a long time to notice something. You tried using the game routing with neutrons and turned it on and it said it was too far. No, that's not how that works. ED Copilot will not tell you that. The game will tell you that, but ED Copilot will not. There we go. Dragon Master, why are you shouting my name? Is it because I'm over 9,000? My power level is too strong now? Rax is a young man's plies. You leave that glory to others, says game than grave. Sounds like you're a little closer to grave than game when you say things like that. Oh, that's funny. Looks like Paxton is about 4 million away from tier 1. Yeah, it's not going to make tier 1, which is fine. It doesn't have to. I strongly believe they put that in there so that they would be at least one of these that lasted the entire week that they had planned. Usually get community goals don't actually get met. They make them so large, but this one they did. They set it up so you had to be ambitious to get it. Okay. Hello, Dragon Master. Hello. Guardian Weapon Blueprints. It's so slow. I had a good time doing it. Grinding the Guardian stuff unnecessary to get the frame shift booster. I had a good time that day. You have poppy seed cake today. Oh, that's good. I've got my banana in the back. I got my banana in the back. I got my game in the front. Loading, loading, loading. You think it's going to hit tier 1? It's only got 18 hours left. 4 million seems like a lot to me on a medium station. I mean, you can only bring them in a couple of hundred at a time, so I just think it's intentional, is all I'm saying. My enter button's still not working as well as I would like, but I do think this reboot was necessary. Connect to private group. That's our private Simstarr group I'm connecting to. Yeah, you're going to go to Colonia, eventually get the engineers unlock. As a reminder, because I learned this the hard way, make sure to bring all your materials with you. Because mining for those materials in Colonia is frustrating to the point of don't even do it. What I'm talking about is the only way to get a certain material. It was an on-foot material. We needed some kind of data from the tablets that are on foot stations. And the only way to do that was to get up to level 10 notoriety. And you had a 1 in like 10 chance of getting it, and you needed 100 of them. So you had to run that mission 1,000 times. It was ridiculous. You can do it in the bubble a lot easier, is what I'm trying to say. You think it should make it? It has jumped over a lot over the last 12 hours. That makes sense. I know Galnet News mentioned that it wasn't going to get done and that they were disappointed in us. You have 10 osmium. Just need to get the progenitor cells. And there's a carrier with escape pods. Oh, okay. Hola, Kai. Aloha, Kai. Yeah, everything's going well. We're in a good mood today. I rebooted, but only because I was trying to fix a very small bug on their end. So everything's good. This is a new ship that you're looking at. This is a Corsair. It's, I want to say about a year old. It's available for credits now, though. You have 10 notoriety in Colonia. Oh, we all know the crimes you commit here, man. Okay, yeah, this is much more responsive. Okay. It's still a little weird. Something's wrong with my enter button, I guess. I'm not getting the sound from that. What is up with that? Do I not have the volume high enough? No, it's up to 100. I should be hearing that, and I'm not. Yeah, the little clicks. I'm not getting the clicks. But I am getting other sounds from the game. What the heck is this about? Well, okay. Oh, maybe the volume is down on... Nope, it's not. Commodities market. I'm getting this clicky clack. Okay. We need a curated commodity package. 48 of those, please. Before we move on,
at maximum capacity.
Let's go into outfitting and get ourselves a couple of more. Oh, yeah. You know, Josh was looking at the available commands. Hi is a new command. It is only to channel members, but you can just say hi. You can do exclamation point hi, and it will say hi on the screen. Wouldn't it be neat to have a ship command that could tell us all the GT details about your current ship, including modules and things? I'm not sure I can pull that from the journal easily, but I'll think about it. You can do location. That'll give you information about the ship. The Corsair with guard plasma chargers and ×6 in operations is how you go. Is your go-to compass ship. I like the Kestrel myself. Okay, let's see here. We were going to go to optional internal. Yeah, we've got that cargo rack, a shield generator. Okay. Let's just add some more cargo racks real quick. 64. Hold on. What is that one's 32? What kind of crap are they selling me? Why would it come with such a shitty... We'll make as much money as we can. We might as well. That'll be more jumps, but again, this is just the warm-up. And then we'll come back to Jacques Station, or we'll take a mission from there. That's just something else. We haven't done anything but exploration in a while, so we will choose something simple to warm up, and we'll get more complex as we go, I think. So a kind of mission caught my eye. I didn't recognize it. It was go to a mega ship. I don't know if it was part of operations or what. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. I'm transferring this cargo rack. This non-engineered basic cargo rack. How many millions of dollars did that just cost me? Oh, well. Let's buy some more of the stuff they want. Buy We had 48. And now we can have 176. It's much more reasonable. There we go.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
That's why you shop in Lijiang space. That's why. Okay, so there's 18 hours left on the CG. You haven't gone to sleep yet. It's almost noon. No, yeah, you should let it go, man. Like, don't worry about it. It's fine. You'll have another chance to get a cargo wreck. Oh, I forgot to make my drink today, guys. I have no drink in here. You're bringing 400 tons a trip in your Type 8. Yeah, see, I'm not looking to do like the most. I'm just looking to do some because today is all about, however it goes. That one's done, but we're gonna ignore it because I believe they'll mail it to us sooner. Not Dr. Pepper this time. It would either be Earl Grey tea or cherry cherry Sam's Club. I'm not sure what's available, but I do need a drink because my throat will get all messed up if I don't. But okay, 6 jumps. 6 jumps. Yeah, let's do that. I know it's early for a break, but I'm gonna jump off real quick and take the second to wash this cup and refill it. I'll be back in just a minute. In the meantime, all of these things that I've added to the game, to the stream where it pops down and it does that stuff, it does it now during the break. So if you're a channel member and you wanted to try ! Hi or any of that stuff, you can do so during the break time. So just let you know. One more thing. I mentioned last stream that I had put the wrong kind of mover on the image when I made my animated thumbnail. And it was just kind of, it wasn't doing it right. So I went in and I adjusted it so it was doing it right, rendered it out, and I didn't realize until it was rendered that I had put shake on there instead of the kind of motion I wanted. So now we're going to get Jock Station shaken, not stirred. I just thought it was funny, so I left it in there. I'll be right back. And I am back. Yes, you should definitely give Kai a hard time about going outside and talking to people and eating kale and surfing. I mean, really. Just before we left, somebody asked, am I worried about drinking on the Simstarr? No, because I do have a lid on it. This happens to be my tumbler, but that's not why I bring it up, like branded tumbler. I had one with a lid on it before that as well. That generally takes care of it as long as you don't fill it all the way up to the rim. Also, even if it didn't have a lid on it, spills are not, they're not that big a deal because everything is enclosed and then put into the system. So there are holes in these little gray panels down here, but even once they drips through that, it's going to drip onto an enclosed PC. Could still cause problems, but not as much as you might think. And doing this without drinking any fluids would be worse. So. Speaking of sun, I do go out in the sun, but I wear a special shirt now. So it's basically like wearing sunscreen all the time, so I don't get burned as bad as I used to. All right, so we're on Jacques Station. We have set a course for I forget the name of the system. It doesn't matter. For that medium-sized system that wants all of these rewards, and we're just gonna jump over there real quick and drop that off, and then we'll look for offers that they have. There was a couple of missions that I mentioned caught my eye, and I'm like, what is that? I don't recognize it. It's going to a mega ship and doing something, retrieving some data. I think that might be a really old mission, or it might be an operations mission. I'm honestly not sure which. We will probably drop off this Corsair though, and head over to get our Caspian Explorer back, because that one's more outfitted. I haven't done anything to this one, so we might as well use a ship that we know is outfitted properly. 07 Rubica, 07, welcome. Whenever you hear set a course, you think of StarCraft battlecruiser saying it. Oh, dude, I apologize about the lack of sound. You guys aren't hearing anything, right? It's just not making the sounds. What the heck is up with that? Boy, do we want to go with this quiet of a stream? Maybe I should reboot the gaming computer altogether. Maybe it is a problem on my end and not with the game, because I already turned off and turned back on the game. Like there's no sound to the frameshift drive charging, and then it's going to kick in once we're in witch space. That sound's going to kick in. Yeah, see, and that's sounding at the level it should be. Where are my sounds? That is so weird. I've never seen anything like that. 07 Samshi, I'm going to go with. I think that's how you do it. Yeah, weird selective game audio. I don't know what's up with it. Well, we'll go back to this station and we'll drop it off, and then I'll do a whole game reboot. Why not? Won't hurt to do that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, it will. It'll be a pain in the ass, but showing you guys how I do my boot up won't be so bad. There was not a Windows update, no. Although I don't think you're wrong to think so. Let's try this. Let's go into game capture. Let's turn off the game capture, and then turn it back on. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, it's strange that there's only some sounds. You can hear the countdown voice, you can hear the zooming, but it's missing all of the regular space audio. I will check the audio, but I'm sure that there's not. That might have helped. I don't know if we were picking up that sound before, but it's feeling pretty good now. Anyway, we were talking about set course. You always think of StarCraft. For me, when I hear set course, I think about something really weird. Are you ready for an old man story? Because you're getting one. There used to be a show on the Primetime Entertainment Network called Sinbad. You know, Sinbad the Sailor. I guess they were trying to ape off of Hercules, so they did Sinbad. And they would run a commercial multiple times a day on all the shows I would watch. And he would stand there just looking like a 90s dude in a rim fair, what Sinbad would look like. And he would say, prepare to set sail. And it would go, Adventures of Sinbad, Tuesday at 8. And every time I hear set a course, I hear, prepare to set sail. So there you go. There's my old man story. You're welcome. That's in your brain now. And you don't even have the bad commercial to anchor yourself. It's just a long, boring story. You're welcome. Yeah, you can hear the Super Cruise and the Hawk. You can hear the Ascends and the engines and the solar winds and stuff. Yeah. I don't think I have a fuel scoop, so I guess it was a connection issue, and turning it off and turning it back on fixed it. Welcome, G Bison. Welcome. 0707. How have none of you tried exclamation point hide? You do have to be a channel member to do it, but at least one of you is. I'm surprised you haven't done it yet. I can't tell if this is better or not. I think it is. I think we fixed it. Okay. Good, because I don't like rebooting the computer when I don't have to.
Frameshift drive charging.
You want something else? Well, you know, you can try to get goat. You can try to feed Ropet. That is so weird. Yeah, you're not a channel member. What is it? It's Samishi. You're not a channel member, it's why it didn't work. Yeah, the audio is back. That is a weird glitch. The reason that's weird is because how does it know what audio not to send? Never seen one like that before.
Complete.
There you go. I made that sound myself, by the way. I just pulled out my drill. I pulled out my power drill and went forwards, backwards. But it's only happening in one ear. I need to switch that to mono. Oh, good. My mother-in-law has hot water once again. Gabby fixed it. Good for you, Gabby. Remember I mentioned I've got that heads-up display now that tells me who requested what. The last person to request something I get on my display. And what's cool about that is what's cool about that is I also have it telling me how many Ropets were requested for the day and how many Get Goats were requested for the day. So I'll know how many times you did it. While I was running a test, I did it 37 times. It did not get my own goat. There's a 1 in 50 chance every time it turns on. I'm super creative. I think I'm just barely creative, personally. But I am happy with how this is coming out. The drop away and the come down. I do think that screen's a little big, and I think I should put the transparency back on. I won't do it right now, but I think that's the thing I should probably do. While I was getting my, I ended up going with Cherry Sam's Club. While I was doing that, I did take off the jacket. It turns out that I was bitten by something. Something bit me right here, which is why it hurts so dang bad. I thought there might have been something in the coat. Well, it could have been a bug or something, but well, now I think that me sure. Here we go. Something bit me instead of there being something wrong with the jacket. That's all I'm trying to say. Space bugs. Gonna get space madness. Hey, what do you guys think of the color, by the way? I made it dark because even though I get it right, it still looks a little washed out. So I made it a little darker instead. What do you think? Welcome to Paxton Landing. Be landing our Paxton in just a moment. So I'll be talking about this quite a bit as we actually do it. I'm still trying to fight the urge to go look for Raxla, because I've seen people go crazy looking for Raxla, but I've had a good idea. So I guess we'll take the time now to talk to you about it. I've been made aware of things that everybody else knew for a long time. One of those things is the landscape signal. There is a signal that is coming from the Sagittarius A region that you can pick up no matter where you are in the galaxy. And I am now convinced that that signal is leading you to Raxla. And the reason I think that is because the only clues we have are things like the siren song. And there is literally a siren song leading us to Sagittarius A. Now, you guys know that I still do mundane theory. I think that they used the mechanics they had. I think they set up a simple search, a simple puzzle, and it's simply a matter of finding it in 400 billion stars. I think that Raxel lies in between Jameson Memorial and Sagittarius A. And I'm thinking it's probably closest to Sagittarius A. So what I want to do is fly to Sag A on one stream and then fly back to Jameson Memorial on another stream in econ mode. Now, obviously, we can't possibly make that. But if I leave Sagittarius A on econ mode and I start hitting every star on our way there, I'm thinking that will be our best search pattern. And I should wait and do that in a couple of months, but I kind of want to do it now. The space bug venom is no joke. We'll know if we see you start turning green. Well, I can make myself turn green. Hold on. Oh no. Snap button. Ops. Oh no. I think it's working. Do you guys see more green? Am I more green now? Will you visit the Mega Market when it's done? Not just to do it. The Mega Market will be the first place I go the next time there's an event happening in Colonia, is how that'll shake out. You're wondering what happened to your spotlight. It looked like a spotlight to you? Maybe the space bug delirium will lead you to Raxel. Yeah, that's it. Being bitten by a spider gives you insight into Raxel. 07 Crystal, what's the cargo capacity of the Corsair? Well, I haven't optimized it or anything, but we're running at about 150 tons. In fact, we're about to sell some right now. Ah, yes, we're getting our sound. Okay, it's working now. That's good. Commodities market. Sell. Oh, never mind. 244 is what I've got right now. I thought it was 150. Sold. Okay. Now that puts us really high on this particular one, but that's all I wanted to do. So we did it. Hooray. You flew out of the Mandalay and bought a Python for 288 tons of cargo space. Yeah, I flew out in a Corsair and then reactivated this. No, I'm sorry. I flew out in a Caspian and reactivated this Corsair to do this. Fingers crossed that Elite Dangerous goes on sale soon. Well, you just missed a sale. You just missed it. However, unless it's the full like $30, I recommend buying it if it's like $15. I just think it's $15 worth of fun. My point being, this isn't the game. Since this game is so old, it's not really the game to wait to go on sale. If you're in the mood to play it, you're likely to get $15 worth of fun out of it, as opposed to waiting for it to go on sale when you may not be in the mood to play it. You follow what I'm saying? If you think you want to play it now, now's the time. And I only say that with this game that's just been around for so dang long. If it's a new game, yeah, definitely wait. But something like this, just get it at the price it's at. We're going to find Raxel Heavy Duty. You're right. I have a plan. I think it's going to work. I soon start to speak Slytherin from Harry Potter. Well, I could talk to snakes. Don't forget, I grew up in a swamp. So talking to snakes isn't that hard. All right, so we're at Paxton's Landing. Let's take a look and just see what jobs they had available, because it was one of these jobs that caught my eye. So we'll go to the mission board. And I don't know if they're at other stations, is what I'm trying to say. I just do not recognize these. Infiltrate the megaship's log uplink. Now, we've scanned mega ships before, but never as a mission. Travel to this system in this station. Find and interact the megaship's log link. You'll receive a reward upon delivery. So I guess I just got to scan it. And there's a bunch of them here. Do I have what I need to scan it on board this Corsair? Or do I need to switch over to the Caspian? 07 Gabawaki, welcome. I'm glad you could make it today. We are at a station that doesn't have a landing pad for my Caspian. So let's jump over to Plinkenston Orbital here. Oops, I can't believe I pushed that button twice after waiting for it to go away. There we go. Oh, I did it. I did it a third time instead of hitting back. All right, hands off that control. Not doing it. Hands off that throttle and stick. I'm spamming the back button. See if that works. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go over one station over and see if they have the same mission. If they do, we'll accept the mission, go back to Jacques, get in our Caspian, and wrap it up, right?
Ship released. Engines engaged.
And away we go. What I'm actually hoping is in between right now and my next stream on Monday, I'm actually hoping that we get another community goal, which will take my attention away from this Rexel search pattern idea. If it doesn't, then we're going to be out in deep space for a little bit, guys, as I work through trying to make that happen. You heard there was a new ship with the biggest cargo. Yes, you are correct. That is the Panther Clipper. But they've set up a very clever community goal with this. In that station I was just at cannot accept the Panther Clipper. You can't use it on this mission. It won't fit. But also, there's no Panther Clippers for sale in this part of the galaxy. And taking one from the bubble out here would take forever. So they've set it up in a way that this is a great job, a great mission for the Panther Clipper, but not one you can easily do. You have to put a lot of effort into making it happen. Now, the cherry on top of what I'm saying is that this is a community goal to set up a mega market here in Colonia. And that will let us buy new Panther Clippers. So putting in the effort that a Panther Clipper would be good at will release the Panther Clipper after the community goal is done. It's a very nice setup they've decided to do. The game was 30. And now it's 25 with Deluxe. That is a little high. I agree. Hey, we're getting raided by Techno Conqueror. Evidently, just Techno Conqueror. But that's okay. Welcome. Because I'm going to hit this raid button anyway. 07 Techno Conqueror. The reason I'm hitting this raid button is actually I need to test it.
Is raiding with 1 views.
I have the raid button that works everywhere now. Same thing works with Celebration and Snack Time. Oh, I should warn you, with Celebration and Snack Time, I may find myself with the computer rebooting because I did have a little bit of issue when I first set it up. I think I've got it resolved, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to push the button. Frontier Development Smart looks at the generated Milky Way. I know you're making just a friendly jab at them, but this generated Milky Way is super awesome. It definitely shows somebody's smart. That's like, oh, thinks they're smart, looks at their unified theory of gravity. You're working on a different level than I am, is what I'm saying. We should have another, the party's going to kick off and you think something will crash it. So you think there might be war of some kind at Colonia. Yeah, that sounds doable. I can see you saying that. And maybe we won't leave Colonia after all. Don't press the big red button. Oh, you should press that shiny candy-like button. How could you resist? So shiny, so candy-like. Request docking. I had to remind myself why we were here. It is to... oh yeah, we definitely get that sound now. We weren't before, we're getting it now. We're here to look for missions. This is the same system that we brought those packages to, but I wanted a bigger station to accept the mission, because if we switch out the Caspian, I want the option not to have to come back and switch out this one too. Thank you for following Roll the Red. Thank you for following Roll the Red. You weren't following me before, man? What the heck? Oh, that's crazy. What if we lose Colonia to the Thargoids? War's over, man. War's over. The Thargoids are gone. It's our solar system now. Now I'm pretty sure whatever the next conflict is will be internal. There might be some alien influence, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be fighting other human beings. They just might be under the control of not Thargoids but Guardians. I think that's the most likely next big battle. Yeah, the game is cool. Only sad thing is that the rings don't cast shadows. Yes, they do. And you can't get close to black holes and stars. Now, that I do wish was a thing. I wish if you got close to a black hole, it would just end your game. But anyway, you became a follower on Twitch. So here you go. Have a real pet. Let's see what you got. Oh, a falcon. That's a good one. You can't eject from your ship if you enter the event horizon. Ah, but you can eject from your ship the second before you enter your event horizon. What's up, nerd? Oh, Josh wants a rope pet as well. You click like, he gets a rope pet. If you click like on YouTube and you tell me about it, you got a rope pet. Oh, you got a falcon too. I hope that's not broken. We got to go to which space to take the war to them? Well, we got to find Raxel before we do that. What I'm talking about there is I am pretty sure that Raxel, when it talks about being another universe, I'm pretty sure that they're just saying that's witch space. Because you jump into another universe when you go to witch space. So when they say Raxel is everywhere and everyone has to make the journey, that's what they're talking about. But yeah, this is the dangerous part of Raxel. You got to be careful not to go into a rabbit hole. So I want to mention that I'm still on mundane theory. I'm still piecing together what they did mechanically and only mechanically. But that doesn't mean that the clues don't lead to what's mechanical. So to the jewel that burns on the brow of the mother of galaxies, that's freaking Sagittarius A. To the whisper in which space, to the siren of the deepest void. Now there is a signal that leads to Sagittarius A that anyone can pick up. That's what they're talking about. The parents' grief, the lover's woe, and the yearning of their vagabond hearts, that's Odysseus. They are saying that they plan for this to take 20 years to do. Is what they're saying there. Yeah, it's a space bird. You read some lore. People think that there's some type of tech or gateway at Raxel. People do think that, but I don't agree. Oh, thank you for following. Again, if you follow, we'll make that the standard today. If you follow, you get a rope pet. So here you go. Click on that follow with porpoise. I'm going to make that porpoise joke every time. You don't get a bird. You get a dolphin. Oh, that did not shut down soon enough. I have to go in and fix that. Anyway, we will not spend every day, all day talking about Raxel, but the Odysseus thing lets us know they meant it to take years. And the reason that they calculated it that way is because there are 400 billion stars. And they simply set up a place between here and here that is 400. Oh, I'm sorry, a 1 in less than 400, probably a 1 in a billion chance that you'll stumble upon it. I believe that they started from Jameson Memorial and they came out here. The reason I think that is that the Dark Wheel is pretty, there's some compelling evidence that the Dark Wheel is at Jameson Memorial. Although I also vacillate back and forth on that the Dark Wheel is going to be involved in the little mission. I believe that the mission is going to be a very simple one. It's going to be follow the breadcrumbs once you find a star that has one of them in it. So they've peppered, 5 or 6 different places that will all lead you to the same spot. And that spot is permanent locked, but not in a way that we can't access. It'll be like the Radicoidia mission. The Radicoidia mission worked exactly the same way. You got a radio signal. You had to run the hex code. That sent you to the appropriate system to go to. And then once you were there, it was permanent locked. And then you got a radio message that said, It's permanent locked, but you found it. That's what we're looking for. And I believe that it's somewhere here in the center section facing Jameson Memorial. That is where I think it's at. And so the next time we do it, we're going to fly this way, and then we're going to fly this way. We're going to do it in econ mode for as long as we can bear, and then we'll move on. There are guardian pillars that appear and do nothing. They might lead to Raxla. I don't think so. Those guardian pillars are probably coming to the next community goal, the next big mission. Okay. It's likely that people don't find it in a decade with that scale. Exactly. They did that on purpose. But they did give us clues. The clues are that radio signal is unquestionable. That radio signal is leading us from here to there. The dark wheel being a derelict station on the 8th planet, to the 8th moon of an unnamed gas giant, that's at Jameson Memorial. We found it, and we found a nav beacon that told us exactly that. So that's what I think. Which way doesn't matter, I don't think. So when I say we're going to do an econ mode, we're going to start at Sagittarius A, and we're going to work our way backwards. Oh, another raid! Hey! Welcome! Let's get some cacophony going on up in here. Welcome. Thank you, Orange Phoenix. Thank you. I have updated my raid button.
Orange Phoenix
Check it out.
is raiding with 59 viewers.
Welcome to the Simstarr. Welcome. Hype. Let's go. So this is the Simstarr, my 1.5 thousand pound Calliope, my motion simulator, my technological terror, which I use to play almost exclusively Elite Dangerous. So I hope you like Elite Dangerous, because that is what we do here. We were just spinning philosophical about Raxla, but we're going to move on and do some action for you guys. I am so glad you guys are here. Welcome. We are in the Colonia region, and we're doing freelance work. We're running around doing work, whatever catches our eye and whatever we think we can do. What did you expect Rigged to do? I don't know, Rigged, man. I don't know what that would have done. You found some friends for us? Yeah. Oh, thanks, GB. Thanks. Raxla is not the friend you make along. I need to find a funnier way to explain that. Raxla is most definitely a real thing, and the friends you made along the way are just friends. All right, mission board. Let's take a look and see what they want us to do. Now, I've got a boring one in mind if you guys have played Elite before, but I don't think I've ever done this before. Infiltrate the megaship's log link update. That's ancient, and I don't think I've ever had it as a mission. So I'm picking that one up as a mission. Mining, donates. Mining, donates. Again, infiltrate the megaship uplink. Let's just do the one. And that and a planetary scan job, because we can do both of those, no problem. Okay, so we've got 2 new missions that we're going to do, both of them Starship based. Raxla is like the One Piece. It's real. There you go. Raxla is like the One Piece. The friends you made along the way are just your friends. Raxla is the One Piece. Exactly right. All right, so let's head back to Colonia. We're doing that because I want my Caspian Explorer back. I know for sure it's outfitted for these kinds of missions. We set this one up temporarily so that we could get our community goal done, because the only a medium pad would work. So that's why we did that. You're hope you're doing well, Commander. The chat was given the choice of whom to raid, and they chose you with the help of a dice roll. Oh, that's nice. Well, thank you. You're from the Dark Wheel. You've been there. We've been to the Dark Wheel as well, man. Grinding out room creep with the stream lurking. Oh, okay. Oh, this isn't a day. This isn't a work day for you. You don't have to run off. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. That was all close up on me. You missed all the action of the motion simulator just now. I still wish if you said I didn't see it. I like the idea of command rigged, but I'd like to see what you think my rig should do when you hit that one. You work Mondays. Oh, okay. I had to tell somebody when Gabby had to when Gabby went off to help her mother-in-law. I had to stay here, and I actually had to say no, I'm working, because this is kind of work for me, right? So I had to actually say, sorry guys, I'm working right now. I can't. Things are cooler in here, by the way. I can be real slow. I can be sometimes my brain does not put 2 and 2 together and make 4. I just stand around going, I have these 2 2s, and I just don't have 4. Because you if you were watching the stream on Monday, you would have seen me go, why don't I just bring that closer? I do have a very shitty portable air conditioner, the kind that has a little vent going off. Oh no, I've done something wrong. I gotta fix that right now, actually. Hold on. Anyway, I'll tell you this part of the story was that the vent goes off and it goes into the wall. It vents out, but it doesn't really cool things down very well. Except that I realized, why don't I just bring it closer? Why don't I take the part that's coming out at least reasonably cool closer to me? So I did. It's like right outside the camera range. But the thing I just said, oh no, about, the thing I screwed up, is, remember I said there's a heat vent? The heat vent isn't connected. Gabby disconnected it because she was working on her resin stuff. So I'm not venting the heat out of this room. I got to fix that right now. Hold on one second. There we go. So what that means is that it was getting hotter in here, only I was in a cool zone. So the rest of the cargo bay was heating up, and only where I am was reasonable. Well, thanks, Orange Phoenix. Thanks for coming by. I do have the lurk set up, so if you do ! Lurk, it'll keep track of that. I appreciate you coming by with the raid, my friend. Enjoy. What'd you say? Enjoy cooking dinner. If you had that choice, I'd have been enjoy doing your chores. No fuel scoop on this machine, because we were only flying locally. So this Corsair, which is a temporary rig, is not outfitted anywhere reasonable. The Barefoot Contessa of Raxla, yeah. I just told you it gets up to 100 degrees out here. It's 100 freedom. I mean, the screen is reading 90, but I'm not feeling 90 because I'm getting cold air like poured on me. But it is hot enough out here to have the grippers out. So yeah, no apologies on that. We are in Colonia, and I was just, when you guys first raided, we were talking about Raxla. And I was saying how my next Raxla hunt, now I have a pretty good idea of where it is, but that's like saying I know it's somewhere in Georgia, right? I have a pretty good idea of where it is. I think that people who are hunting for it are digging in the wrong place, and I want to go check it out, but I don't know if I'm going to do that immediately. And right when you guys raided, somebody brought up the interesting idea that they are going to offer another community goal, that there's going to be conflict out here in Colonia, as opposed to just building the Mega Mart. They'll have some kind of conflict out here. So hopefully that'll happen. We'll see. Yeah. Stop asking AI, or at the very least, let me give you a tip to you guys that use AI. Never say AI says that. Not because other people find it rude. It's because you use AI as a tool to make your own opinion. That's why you use AI. If I wanted to know what AI thought, I would just ask AI. Always say, I think it's plausible that Raxla is within 300 light years due to reasons. Never say, AI told me that. Because AI will tell you anything you want. That doesn't mean anything. Always say, I think. Because if you think that AI is a good tool to use, if you don't have any problems using AI, then you shouldn't have any problems expressing your own opinions. Don't put AI on that. You're the one who thinks it. If you don't think that, ignore it. If you do think that, own it. This is something that happened the other day in our Raxla channel on Discord. Somebody said, here's what the AI had to say. And I was like, well, that doesn't help. I can type in where's Raxla into AI. I need you to type in where's Raxla and then say, okay, that makes sense. And then make your own opinion and then share your opinion as opposed to the AI's opinion. Does that make sense? Switching over to YouTube because the ad was super loud. Yeah, get that ad free on YouTube, man. We are dual streaming to you guys that are new. I'm gonna drop that in the chat actually, just in case. That is the dual streams on both YouTube and Twitch. I'm working very hard to make them both the same level of interactive. Your local AI is configured to be the Bat computer, but Batman never says the Bat computer says. Batman shows up and he goes, the Joker is contaminating the city. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving you guys a pro tip. Now, that being said, let's talk about the actual core of what he was saying. Within 300 light years. The reason he says that is originally human beings only had a maximum of 150 light years that they could go. So 150 out, 150 back, 300. I discard that wholeheartedly. That's not a thing for a bunch of reasons. One of them is that every single star within 150 light years of Earth have been checked. It's not there, for one. For another, is that this is a haystack mystery. They built a system that had 400 billion stars in it, and then they created a haystack mystery, and they decided to call it Raxla as a nod to the original lore. There is no reason they would restrict themselves to an earthbound search for Raxla. None. Since it's a haystack mystery, that would ruin it. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't fit it. You'd have found Raxla already, and then they would have to create another one. So they created one that is far out into the galaxy for you guys to discover, and they did it close to Sagittarius A. It's just that there's a billion stars close to Sagittarius A. They know the chances of somebody stumbling on it, but stumbling on it is exactly how you're supposed to find it. You think that Raxla is the most mysterious gaming issue right now? I can think of a couple. Oh, you know what? Now that I've put myself to the test, I don't know if I can mention them, but there are a couple of things out there that are like that. Just long forgotten game mechanics that no one's uncovered. But yeah, I had somebody copy and paste, and you're probably in the chat right now. No hate to you, but they copied and pasted everything the AI had to say about Raxla. Don't do that. Not because other people don't like AI. Don't do that because you want to. Oh, hold on, gotta go to Vlad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. We're now far away from Jack Station. I hope you're happy with yourself. Yeah, they don't follow the old lore explicitly. I mean, in the book that Raxla's mentioned, in the Dark Wheel, Raxla is Raxla is the same thing it is in this game, but they also go to a mall that has Thargoids in it. And it has all kinds of alien species, a whole bunch of them, like Babylon 5. So yeah, that book is non-canon for a bunch of reasons. But there was a super cruise that existed. The ability to do this has always been a thing, and there's no reason you can't just write down as a creator of the game. You can't just say the Dark Wheel had which space before everybody else. Problem solved. Not that big a deal. And it's not like you're going to find a Stargate to another universe. Oh. I haven't done a loop of shame. I didn't do a loop of shame though. That was on purpose. He told me to go to Plaid. Yes, thank you, Nibbler. That's actually perfect timing. If you want to work with the ship. Oh, what'd you guys do this time?
You'll leave before I do.
Gentle Berserker, you were holding back on me this whole time, man. Where you been? Where you been? That's the first get go to the day. A Thargoid mall had well, they went to a mall and walking around were Thargoids and, you know, Wookiees and things like that. It was a menagerie of alien species. And they wrote that out. Elite Dangerous follows more of the Expanse rules. There are aliens out there, but they're very, very rare. Anyway, it's really easy to say the Dark Wheel had witch space before everybody else. Problem solved. And the whole gateway to another universe, we access a gateway into another universe every time we go to witch space. Every time. It is a gateway to another universe. You see it with your own eyes. That's the whisper of witch space. That's what it is. He was waiting to jump scare me with the goat. Well, I do have to adjust my audio. So that was a little loud. But you know what? The whole Raxla thing, that's for next time. We should talk this time about something else. Oh, you know, I missed my call, my reminder that I headed to Dragon Con this year. This time it has a media guest. Now, that's not a big deal. That just means that they've copped me the badge in order to come and talk about the stuff that I know about. And 3 of the different tracks, and there's like 50 tracks, 3 of them took me up on the offer. So I am there officially to speak as a media person about the simulator. So I'll be there to talk about how I built it on the budget that I did, which was none, how NASA built it on the budget that they have, which is a lot, and then how Star Trek could do better than it does currently. Because right now their simulator, their holodeck is dumb. It's created stupidly, and I'm going to give you tips on how to do it right. Too bad we won't be able to use it to go to other galaxies. Well, we might be able to. We had has a thought experiment like a year ago, a long time ago. Has a thought experiment. We said, okay, what would we make Raxla? And at the end of the day, I'd say, okay, when you're ready to do Elite Dangerous 2, have a gateway that leads to Andromeda, and make a new game with updated graphics that happens in Andromeda, and you could jump back and forth between Elite 1 and Elite 2. They're nowhere near needing to do that, but that's what I would make it work. You went on a walkabout. Oh, okay. Did you find yourself? You thought the Thargoids were not from our galaxy. Pretty sure they are. Pretty sure we know exactly where they're from. You wonder if the immersion would be better if the setup were encapsulated in a sophisticated capsule. I don't need amplified darkness. I feel pretty immersed as I am. Pretty comfortable with the setup. I know there's a green wall that you can't see, but it never really comes into my consciousness. I'm pretty happy with it. And having it open does help the airflow a little bit.
Landing gear deployed.
You thought you'd give me a break from all the goat getting. I think you think I've got my get user. I think you think I got my get user to work, and you didn't want to be the first person to get got. But I haven't gotten that to work yet. I've only worked on the fundamentals, the drop down of the notice, the sound effect, and the drop back up. As you can see, it's all pretty slipshod right now. No stored chips. That's not true. Where I've misplaced a spaceship, you guys. What do you mean Jacques Station doesn't have it? Where is... Hold on. Where is my spaceship? What is it doing over there? I don't even know where that is. And why does it say that there's a mission here and here? What? The mission here must be the community goal, right? Imagine having an open hatch and getting out of the sim. Well, I kind of do that now, man. It would be hard for us to see the rig, yes, but this isn't the first time I tried to get the Simstarr going. I would have had another one that looked like the shuttle from Star Trek: The Next Generation, and you would not see me at all. It would only be the outside of the ship, and you would see, and then I would have a camera on the inside. So that's doable. Press the button, the door opens and closes automatically. That's something I want to add. Do I ever play in darkness? Yeah, I do sometimes play when I'm not streaming to you guys, but it's very rare. When I do, I turn off this bright light that's right here. In fact, I'll do that right now. Hey, Google, turn off the garage lights, please. There we go. Yeah, that's the stuff. So that's what it looks like when I'm just kind of chillaxing. Hey, Google, turn on the garage lights, please. What was the website to get the telemetry for Elite Dangerous? Mech Warrior, Long List of Others. Well, you get it from the place. You're using SimHub, right? So you get it from SimHub. SimTools has a website similar, but SimTools won't help you if you're not using SimTools. Bellwood. Oh, what's happening? Oh, Gun Berserker wants a rope pet. Yeah, see how this pops down? And then it goes back up again? And then that one comes down? That's what I was working on yesterday. Enjoy your full queen pregnant xenomorph. I'm sure that's going to go great. But it'd be cool to see, see me moving around over a box. I think you guys would like the box, but it would be hot. Using a VR setup would be insane. This whole thing is designed to be used without VR. I get a level of immersion that VR offers. Oh, is this snack time? Let's see. Is it a little early? It's a little early, but we're gonna do it. Hold on. Let me try to reach it. There we go. Because I'm at an angle, if you guys haven't noticed. And I have changed the snack time protocol. Hey, look, my banana is mostly visible. Did you guys see that post somebody made about the mayor of New York holding up some bananas, and somebody said, I wouldn't trust bananas that green? I'm like, what color do you think bananas were before they got to the store? It's weird. Anyway, I'm going to push the snack time button, but there's a small chance, maybe a 10% chance, that it will actually lock this computer up. If that happens, be prepared to lose the stream, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to push the button. Now, the change I made to it is, oh, Gabby's here. Hey, Gabby. It's snack time. Here's the change I made. We can go to this screen now. Hi, Gabby. They saw you walk by. Did you get us any snacks? Oh, cherry filling? Awesome. This is not a Roxel banana. If it was, I wouldn't know where it was. General Berserker says hi, Gabby. General Berserker said hi, Gabby. Oh, wait. Oh. Do it again.
Living things. Tiny changes in pH can be disastrous. For example, in fermentation, bacteria give off lactic acid among their waste products. The faster the colony grows, the more acid it gives off. And soon
Where's my front?
The pH
Where's my front
growing
graphic?
medium begins to decrease.
Where's my confetti?
And the acidity is increasing.
I should be getting the... Huh. I'll have to fix that. There should be confetti falling on me right now. It's totally not. I have to fix that. Oh, well. At least there was some. Let me turn on Raid again, because I need to see if Raid has it as well. Okay, yeah. See, the Raid confetti goes up, and the snack confetti goes down. Oop. And it's not doing it. I've done something wrong. I have to fix that. If somebody could add that to After Action Report, I'll take a look at that. My sounds are so good. Well, that's thanks to Roll the Red. Roll the Red, who's in the channel Sets Up Nerds. They're the ones who do almost all the music I do now. Hi, Gabby. All done. And I'm sure they've got some new problem for you. Yeah, good job on the fix, Gabby. She just got another phone call. If it's not one thing, it's another. Looks like the confetti of snack time is a layer back. No, okay, so let me show this off just because I can. Okay, we'll hit the celebrate button. You see the stuff falling in the background? That's supposed to. And then there's something wrong with it. There's supposed to be confetti that falls forward. There it is. I don't know why it's so late. So I'm flexing my layer chops. I've multi-layered confetti, which you will not find on most streaming channels because it's a little bit hard to do. But for some reason, this confetti that's falling right now did not fall when I hit the snack time. There it is. There it is. What the heck? Hold on. Let's go to pilot. It's behind. It's behind this layer. That's what's happening. It's there. We just can't see it. Anyway, that's easy to fix. I just won't do it right now. Goodbye, Grumpy Prodigy. Thanks for coming. Appreciate your support, sir. Gabby brings good things to the bubble, like God tier sandwiches. Yes, she does. She makes really good sandwiches. Fix what? You didn't catch that? Fix the confetti. Just type in fix confetti. That'll tell me what to do. Gorilla Gremlins. Yeah, I redid all of this. So originally, when I would come here and I would push the celebrate button, this would be a new scene with the old scene embedded. And I've changed it now so that the snack time, I'll do the raid one instead so that you get the front one. Okay, so this is now an overlay that exists everywhere. And again, if I hit celebrate, there we go. Celebrate is now an overlay that goes everywhere. Where is mine? Oh, right. It's broken on this one. So celebrate is one that happens everywhere, and you're getting 2 multi-levels of confetti. That wasn't my point is that wasn't the way it was before. Before it was a dedicated scene, and now I can go to the chase camera as well. So you can imagine in a raid, I'd want to go to this screen. I'd want to greet people with this picture, right? And then I would want to go to this screen to show them why it's worth hanging out. And I can do that now because all of those are overlays instead of scenes. Got it? You all were taking notes, right? Colonia Gremlins and Raxel bugs. That's what's biting my arm is the freaking gremlin bugs. That song is a bop. Make sure to thank Roll the Red. They're here. I think they're lurking right now, but they do appreciate it when you let them know that their brain is, that their music is cool. Most don't even use a green screen, and if they do, they don't key it properly. Well, I haven't really keyed it properly, honestly. Another one that this is something I just learned in motion graphics school. Never show your edges. So like if this was the end of my green screen, always have it in the corner. Look. Oh, I hate it. Okay, it's good. So I'm not perfect for sure. Raxla doesn't want to be found. Sure it does. That's why it's sending on a radio signal. Yeah, I hope you guys were all taking notes on all of that. Okay. You think Raxla is the most epic peeling right surf break? Okay, sure. That's a friend you made along the way. The waves are the friends you made along the way. All right, so for all of this, we went to Jacques Station, and the only reason we came here is I wanted my other ship back. But surprisingly, this isn't where my ship is. I don't remember doing this when we first got here. I realized what I must have done now. I must have bought a new ship from the station that accepted the Caspian, right? I just bought the new ship right from there instead of doing it at Jacques Station like I had assumed. That's what it is. So we got to do 4 jumps. This is Elite Dangerous all over. This is why I like it. You think it would be an easy thing to do, to run and do it? Yes, sir. Have the pets been fed? No, I have not fed the pets. Did you feed the pets? That's why they're making noises. Who was on the phone? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, almost back up. Yeah, something locked up. Are we back? Yes, we are back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. You remember I said that there was a 10% chance something would lock up. I did have that happen in my experimentation yesterday. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I have a guess that it's advanced scene switcher, but I don't know for sure. It could be any of the new effects that I've added to this. I did add a new drop shadow effect. See? Oh, wait, that's a real shadow. I did add a new drop shadow to this, into that, in a couple of places. So something, when he requested the goat, which he did not get, but I'm going to give you the goat anyway. We'll see if we lock up again.
Let's be truthful. Getting me is more trouble than it's worth.
Okay, so by himself, he isn't locking us up. That's not the problem. I'm not sure what the problem is. I know if I switch scenes too much, it can cause trouble, but I'll narrow it down and I'll just remove the offending thing. But we're back now. We should be back on both places. We should be back on Twitch and on YouTube. And as you can see, we didn't actually lose our YouTube feed, which is good. But let me go and take a personal look at the Twitch side because I stream on YouTube. I mean, I watch the stream on YouTube on this screen. USD Twitch. There we go. And then boom, and there we are, looking fine. Right? We look okay. Okay. And go. There we go. All right. Yeah, total look of panic when it froze. Yeah, probably. I'm not at an angle anymore. Was I at an angle before? Let's go to the screen. I'm tired of looking at myself. Yeah, we're back now. Everything's good. True, he was more trouble than he was worth. Oh yeah, so now you got Nibbler on you. So I am still playing, right? Oh, that's why I freaked out because I was like, oh, it's frozen. It's because I had accidentally hit pause. That's why. All right, so we are at Jacques Station, is what I was trying to say when we started, and we are headed over to get our Cash Explorer, which actually isn't at Jacques Station like I assumed it was. This is one of the things I really do like about Elite Dangerous, is that there's little minutia like this that you have to deal with. Only in a game like this could you go to the wrong planet, you know? What am I carrying in my cargo? Nothing. Nothing in my cargo right now. I was towing a banana, but you guys had me eat it. That was Pocky Jockey that went and got the goat. Don't feel bad about that, Pocky Jockey. Go ahead and try to get the goat again another 15 minutes. Bye. Oh, I messed with the timers, by the way. It turns out that Ropet was not set for 4 hours like I thought he was. I changed it, so now he is. That's why you guys were able to get Ropet more often than I thought you should be able to. And Ropet, Get Goat wasn't set for 15 minutes. Now he is. You're carrying some Anaconda cocaine? Okay. Welcome, Heavy Duty. Welcome, Aurelius. Oh, you're asking him what he's carrying in his cargo. And he's openly admitting that it's drugs. Okay. You're mostly lurking right now? Oh, don't forget you have the lurk command. If you do ! lurk, it'll keep track of how good you are at lurking.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we were talking about DragonCon, how it was going to be there, right? Oh, frameshift drop my slot. There we go. We were talking about how I'm going to be at DragonCon, and I'm a bit estranged from my folks. We don't talk often. We don't get along as well as I would like, right? He left a comment. My dad left a comment on my announcement that I was going to be at DragonCon, and he said, "I'm proud of you, son." I'm telling him about how my dad's proud of me. I'm a veteran. That didn't change anything. Oh, what's this? Gotcha. Ah, gets a snack time again. Hold on, let's put the snack button. All right, snack time over. So he said, "I'm proud of you, son." Not a thing he said when I owned my own company. Not a thing he said when I was a veteran of the Air Force. But he said it because I'm going to DragonCon. And I've been a volunteer at DragonCon for years. This is the first time me being a media guest, but I've been there many, many times. And I realized the reason why. Maybe he's even watching the stream right now, actually. I doubt he watches the stream, but he might. I think he's just a fan of the shorts. So doing daily shorts, which has sometimes been a little bit draining. It isn't always the easiest thing to get a short out every single day for a year. But if it makes my dad be proud of me, holy shit, right? How much money is that worth? So thanks for thinking so, Pop. Give me a call sometime. Yeah, Gabby's coming in with a reinforcement care package. She just gave me a chicken nacho. That was very tasty. I'm not sure. She must have stopped at the grocery store because I'm like, we don't have those ingredients right now.
System scan.
For some reason, they stream the Twitch stream is 10 seconds ahead of YouTube. That's normal. Twitch emphasizes lower bit rate for higher response time, for better engagement in the chat. YouTube leans towards higher bit rate, slower response time for a more passive engagement. I could change those settings, but I don't, because that is the atmosphere of both systems. They both want different things from the end user. So it's totally fine to do that. I mean, shit, it wasn't even normal to dual stream until recently. I should re-upload those shorts to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I do. Every single day, I send that same daily short. It goes to YouTube first. That's what I consider primary, but it also simultaneously goes to Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. TikTok is not my best place. They don't really care for me at TikTok unless I'm talking about a celebrity. Those go freaking ape. But everything else usually gets a couple of hundred views. Facebook does well for itself. They pay me, so what a coincidence. They don't get a lot of views. And then Instagram pops off all the time. I'll get 20, 30,000 views on an Instagram video. A chicken nacho. If that ain't love, I don't know what is exactly, man. One jump remains. Thank you, Lost Knot. Thank you. Okay. So moving on. We got one more jump to go before we get there. And all of this is so we can scan a mega ship. Yeah, you gotta love it. Somebody commented today, I really got to stop responding to them when I first get up. Somebody responded to one of my things today going, oh man, I wish I had a rig like this and an omnidirectional treadmill. And I was like, oh darn, you just missed it. 5 of those omnidirectional treadmills sold for about 20 bucks. Like total. If you were in the market for one of those, man, you just missed your chance. I'm talking about that auction in Virginia. Robotin Rock. Hyperdiction incoming? Oh, it won't be any hyperdictions today, not out in Colonia. We're not even looking for Raxler right now. Oh, that's the other thing you guys can do if you want to give it a try. If you're a channel member, if you're a subscriber on Twitch or you're a channel member on YouTube, you can type in Raxla, exclamation point Raxla, or exclamation point, I think it's search, and you can activate the Raxla scanner yourself to see if there's anything in the system worth looking at. I do need to put limits on all of those, but you have to know they exist before they get overused anyway. Gentle Berserker on it. Weird signals detected, which we would expect to see in a system that is habited. That's why I turn it off when I'm in these places. What else are you on, GB?
Knock, knock. Yeah. Medium-la.
No goat for you. That is a big rock. Yeah, this is a hollowed out asteroid. I need to ask permission before I go flying into the hole. Before I stick my big beak in this hole, I gotta get consent. And down we go. Like a nice smooth landing today, if I can help it. Go and down. Awesome.
Touchdown confirmed. Clear to
Yeah, even though I've traveled quite a bit, I'm still near Colonia. Yeah, I've done 4 jumps, but all of these, everything that we're going to right now has already been explored by everybody else. So some of these things I just unlocked for you are not very helpful while we're in civilization, but like how many jumps we have remaining, what system are we in, that kind of thing. It's not very useful right now, but it will be the next time we go into deep space thing. KFC arrived. Wait for K from Munchies. Well, don't forget, GB, I've got that lurker thing, and that at least 2 people are using it, so you can get on the leaderboard. Oh, you know what? We also need to do the officer shout-out, which I have also completely redone in the same way as the other one. So let's hit that officer button and say thank you to everybody. That would include thank you, John Malove. Thank you, Gina Berserker. Thank you, Wernick. Thank you, Frizello. Thank you, Dylan McMahon. Thank you, Crispy's Auto. Thank you, Chazzle101. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Ember Smole. Thank you to Dr. Evil on the Twitch side. Thank you guys so much for supporting me at the officer level. It really does mean a lot to me to get the support that I'm getting, because I just wouldn't be able to do this if you guys weren't helping me out a little bit. So again, 07 kudos to you guys. Thank you. If you want your name mentioned, you can become an officer level on YouTube, or a non-commissioner officer level on Twitch in order to get that shout out. Okay, so we are here. Starport Services. I'm going to switch to this screen. No, actually, I'm going to switch to this screen because I'm at an angle. I hit the ground at an angle. And when I switch the ship out, it will automatically reset the telemetry to 0. There we go. Daring Dynamax. I love it. I wish I had a button that let me do that automatically. That would be nice. Okay. That is all we need here. We've gotten we came here specifically to this system, specifically for this ship. So the inventory, we've got 43 spots. That's fine. We've got the scanners we need. Okay, we can finally set course to the mission. We've got 2, a planetary scan job and a megaship log look. Oops, wrong button. So we're going to go scan the megaship first because it was the first one we selected and it's only got 23 hours on it. Imagine if Frontier had blocked Rax's system and won't release it until they finish the game. Possibly, but oh, it's in Colonia. The megaship we're looking for is in Colonia. Okay. Now this took us 4 jumps to do, and it's 1 jump away in the Caspian. Gotta love it. You're technically not just lurking, you're here, just not interacting much. That's lurking, man. That's what a lurk is. I'm just letting you know there's an interactive you can use.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
I do believe that Rex at this point, I do believe it's under a pilot lock. You need a license to get to it. But I do not believe the Raxless search is that way. I believe that it will lead us to a locked system. And that way they can keep the special effects under control. Like, they don't have to do anything special. They just have to lead us to a system that is currently locked. And that part is completely open, and that will be the Raxless search. And once we have done that part, they will start working on the big celebration. Most game and have the stream on the other monitor. Yeah, I edit those shorts and have the stream on another monitor.
Frameshift drive charging.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Oh, thank you, comrade. Man, I was watching a video about famous people who had escaped from the Soviet Union. There's some wild stories about that. Did you know that Stalin's daughter did it? She escaped to the United States? It's crazy. Kind of like how the first interaction with the Thargoids was always in the game. It's really like what happened, right? The very first, you got that right, because the Thargoids ended with a intergalactic war, fought right over Sol, right? That's how it ended. But how it started was simply Thargoid beacons that you had to ping with the DSS. It would go bong, and then it would react to you. That's how it started, and that's all there was. And even to find those beacons, to even find those, you needed to hunt for them, and that's it. That was the entire gameplay. So that's where I expect Rakuten to be in its development, is at that very first level. Welcome, Delta One. He's saying, don't forget to like and subscribe. I agree. Don't forget to follow on the Twitch side. We're getting so close to 700 followers on the Twitch side, and that really would help me. If I could get up to 700 before the Sim Gaming Expo, that really would help me. So if you haven't done it yet, I would appreciate it if you did. There are so many. Oh my God, guys. There are so many freaking sponsors and vendors at the Sim Gaming Expo. Look at all these names, right? This is an incomplete list. Newegg is there now. A couple of other Fenatech, I think their name is. The guys that make the chair, they're going to be there. And what I'm excited about is being able to reach out to them and say, "Hey, I'm a streamer. I've got a following that you might be interested in. I'd love to do a team up with you to look at your equipment. If you could send it to me, it would be a lot easier to do that if I had more than 600 followers on Twitch, right? I know most of my stuff is on the shorts. It's on YouTube. It's on TikTok and stuff. I know that's where my main action is, but I do think that Twitch number is probably going to cause me a little bit of a problem. So that's why I'm doing a push to get it out. Do you think the beacons were always there, or did they drop them into space one day? I believe that they dropped them into space in 2018. For the Thargoids, they didn't do it until 2018. That's when they introduced it. And they updated Raxley using the same game mechanics. They actually said so in the comments. I'm sorry, in the game notes. So it was 2018 that they put that stuff in there. Colonia 4, that's who we have to scan. We have to come in and scan this planet and then return to that station to get our reward. Yeah, you never would have thought about solving the riddle like how it was. With Elite Dangerous how as it is now, it's a go-to thing. They really like doing that one. Oh no, Samish says hydrate. I say oh no because I'm actually out. I have just enough for Sep to do hydrate, but I don't have any more. Hey, Gabby, can you hear me? I'm out of drink, sweetie. I might have to jump off and go get it, is my point. Let's scan this planet, and then I'll do that. So, obviously, I haven't done it yet. How many probes? 10 probes. Good googly. It's too many damn probes. Obviously, I haven't done it yet, but my plan is that when Hydrate comes up, it comes up like any of these new ones I've done, where the screen goes away and the request pops up. So it's all in-universe is how that's going to be. I had to invent it first before I can move that stuff over. So that is what we'll do in the near future.
Surface scanned by 50.
Ring has no shadow. Immersion broken. Oh, that's too bad. You need to go grab some water yourself. That hydrate was for you. Hey, we didn't do too bad at all with that. Nice. Is that a second ring? It is a second ring.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, now I'm going to make this easy on myself. I do have hotkeys, although I forget what they are, to flip over and look at the other side, but I'm just going to fly to the other side. It is a Saturn world. I think it deserves at least 2 angles on our probing. You know, a little from the front, a little from the back with our probes.
Surface scan complete.
Were you talking about the planet when you said surface scan? They did. Huh. One of the probes got that last part. Awesome. Okay, so this mission is done, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Transactions. Planetary scan job. Scan the nav beacon. At Vaultec and use the Discovery Scanner in order to locate the target settlement. Deliver the recovered data to Pinkerton Orbital. Oh, okay. I did not do this correctly at all. Okay, hold on. All right, that's a whole different system. I don't know what the hell made me think I needed to scan this planet. Infiltrate the Megaleaks upload scanner, okay? That's here, right? It's in Colonia? Yes. Okay. Well, I just wasted our time scanning that planet. There's no reason to even do it. All right, we need to go back to the nav beacon, I think. So I want to settle all these radio signals, and then we'll find the megaship. We're in our Caspian, which is good at doing shit like this, so. That was a cool thing to scan the ring scanning. Yeah, I like scanning rings. I think that's neat. It's one of the mega ships we're bringing in supplies for the CG. So we're gonna this new mega ship landed. I love how the automatic system can create some compelling lore. There's some new mega ships in the system with new stuff coming in and out, and another system's like, we need to hack that. We need to know what their comms are, and that just naturally happens. No one has to program it; it just automatically does it. It's fun. Oh, I said I was going to scan that and then get that drink updated. So hold on 1 second. I hit the be right back because the technical issues earlier. This is the actual break. We're right at 2 hours. We did the officer shot a little bit early, but I'm gonna hit the break button this time. Don't forget you can do some of these new commands directly from that screen, and I'll be right back. And I returned. This is only half full, so I'm gonna have to go out there in a minute. And because you guys like snack time, I did add a new snack, a single cherry flavored candy wedge back there. I don't even know if it'll stay on. I haven't run any tests, so we're gonna find that out together. What we were doing, if you've forgotten, is we are gonna scan that mega ship, but I decided to come back to the nav beacon and scan it first, so that I know, all the radio signals in the area. Welcome new viewers. I see we got quite a few people that joined us while it was on my break. I guess you guys like that shaking animation. Hey, speaking of, because I do daily shorts and sometimes it is difficult, I tried something new. I always make animated thumbnails, but this time I took one of my animated thumbnails and I did a voiceover on it. It was just advertising today's episode. I just said, hey, come on by today. And I wonder how it's doing because I haven't had a chance to look. It goes live at 8 a.m. and then the stream goes live at 11. So I wonder if you're here because you saw that short, let me know. You're almost tempted to reinstall and bring out your carrier. Well, now's not a good time to do that. Last week would have been. Well, I say you're good at not doing that. Oh, there's the nav beacon. It's trying to get away. Okay, nav beacon red. And again, that's going to give us access to all the radio signals in the area.
Frameshift drive charging.
And now I'll try to find that mega ship.
4, 3.
I think the instructions will be in the mission. We'll take a look at that first. Go ahead and leave the throttle all the way up. So it says, why does it say Colonia 4? Why is that one lit up? Is that where the mega ship is, you guys think? I've never done this before, even though this is like one of the oldest missions they provide. I've never actually done this one before. There's 4. Okay. It's got to be one of these mega ships, right? Colonia Applied Research, Colonia Bastion, and Memorial Commander Garrick. Okay. Let's read the mission brief again. Travel to the James class bulk cargo ship in the Colonia system. Interact with it. Okay, James class bulk Colonia ship. All right, let's go to, it's not contacts. Let's turn off the filter. I didn't even realize I had a filter on, so that's going to help. Maybe it'll just show up on the list and I didn't realize it because I wasn't looking. Okay, there's Colonia 4. Oh, there it is right there. Yep. That's all I had to do. And will this show up on the galaxy map? I don't think so. So tell me why this one won't show up. But, yeah, this won't show up on the galaxy map, but everybody's freaking fleet carrier does. What is up with that? I hate it. Let's spread capitalism to the entire galaxy. Let's go. Yeah, you could take your Caspian, be out here in less than an hour, and then build a new all-purpose runabout combat ship. You could totally do that. That's one of the fun things about this game. That's what makes the Caspian a little bit more attractive to me than it used to be. You guys never said, does my complexion, am I coming in a little too dark? Or does this look about right to you guys? I can't tell. The screen is not the best screen I own. Hey, I think I managed it. So we won't do a loop of shame just yet. What we're doing right now is we're just scanning a mega ship. I've never done this before, as I mentioned, but this is a very well-known game loop. We're doing it as one of the missions we picked up just because it caught my eye. We've got one more to do. We'll turn all those in, and then we'll come back to Colonia, and we will do some jobs for Jacques. I think the last job we'll do is an on-foot one, because I'm just in the mood to drive around the SRV a little bit, or maybe not. You know, maybe we'll jump in the Nomad. I haven't done a mission with the Nomad yet. You're darker, but it looks like you don't have your personal lighting team anymore. So did it look better before? Hold on. Capture filters. Because I can just... let me turn that off. And then turn that off. So that's what it was like before. And this is it now. And I do like this better. But I don't know. You know what? I'll leave it off, and then I'll be able to compare in the edit later. I was just looking at my old videos with my old camera, which was definitely like objectively worse, and I thought I looked a little better. You know what? I'm turn it back on. Turn it back on. I like it better, a little bit darker, a little bit crisper. This should be black. Can a group of player make one of those? A group of players make one of those what? No 5K with lights, no director of photography with a light meter. No, I ain't got none of that. Yeah, this is all done in my freaking garage, guys. He's breaking the immersion. Oh, you know, that was happening last week. That was automatically turning off sometimes, and I didn't know why, but I've updated Teleport. That's the program. Oh, right. I'm not trying to dock here. I'm trying to scan. Data link scanner? I forget exactly how to do this. I've updated Teleport, and that seems to have taken care of the problem. So if it does do that without me pushing that button, I'll have to investigate a little further. But I think I have fixed it.
Hostile ships in range. Any nearby pilots? We need help.
Well, that's too bad because I ain't gonna do it. All right, so I think I just got to scan. There we go. All right, now that I've scanned that, all of these things pop up, and one of the things that'll be there, power capacitor, will be ship log link, and the only thing I should have to do is scan that ship log link, which is right over here. Let's turn on the night vision because that does help. We're only 2 hours in, so this is a great warm-up. I gotta be close to it. That's why I got so stupidly close to it.
Mission objective complete.
And that's it. Mission complete. We do get an email with that information in it. Flight operations plan. This just shows the different places it's going. And mission successful. Come back and get your reward. Awesome, guys. We did it. Boy, you could tell this is a first-year mission. If that's all we got to do. Now, I know I'm missing, I'm ignoring a bunch of combat, but I don't have any weapons on this ship anyway, so there's nothing we can do. Hello, you have a quick question. Is it true that every station you help with the CG, you receive one of these in cargo racks? Yes, with the CG, if you drop off at least 1 ton for every community goal, when the community goal is over, you get one of the pre-engineered cargo racks. There's only one left, but you can still do it. You've got about 16 hours left on it, I believe. And then you can... Oh, hard points.
Frameshift drive charging.
You can still drop off 1 ton of the appropriate stuff and still get it. Originally, you could get up to 5 of them, but that's different now. Where's it having me go? Align with trajectory. What trajectory?
4,
What are you?
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay. I hadn't set a course, so I don't know why it had me aligned with something. You missed the other ones. Yeah, you did. Again, I'm swinging that around to being a little bit of a positive, though, is that I like the CG and how they engineered it. I really do. I think it's neat that if you got here quick enough and they gave you plenty of warning it was going to happen, you could get more. And if you took your time like we did, you get less, but you still get something. They've set it up so that there's still one you can get. Okay. I've set a course to our second mission. This one is to scan a planet. I scanned that Saturn world, but I didn't actually have to do that. Oh, wait. There was something else I wanted to check. D-scanner out. Yeah, at least you got one. And It's these radio signals I want to look at, because when we're in the black and we get something like this, I want to make sure that we understand it, because there is an alien signal here. 137 freaking signals that we don't want. Talent rich bodies, concentrated signal sources. How do I find the alien stuff? Because I know that there's alien stuff here. This is why I don't like fleet carriers. If I could cut them out, I'd be able to do a proper scan. We're gonna move on. I just want to check something real quick. Yeah, fleet carrier. Oh boy, thank you so much. I'm so glad I have a fleet carrier here to interfere with my scanning, man. I can't even find the thing I'm scanning for because there's so many fleet carriers. Well, I can't find what I'm looking for here. Maybe I could find it in the navigation panel. We will filter by only stations, points of interest, and signal sources. Let's see what we get now. Airs included, Jacques visitor beacon, Colonia badge. Spots. Sorry guys, I'm almost done. Encoded emissions, listening post, notable stellar phenomena. That's what I'm looking for, is notable stellar phenomena. Because I also want my Raxel scanner to find notable stellar phenomena, and I don't know what it looks like, and this is the first place we've been to that I know has it in a long, long time. What does Nibbler like to nibble on? He likes hay. He likes fresh hay. Yeah, you missed the other ones. There was a total of 5 of those CGs. One got gobbled up on like the first day. Yeah, Nibbler likes fresh hay, and he actually just likes water because he works out so much.
Just back from my coffee break. I hope the crew behave themselves.
Oh, sorry. He likes coffee too, evidently. Gonna hop off and go to work. Catch up on a lot to do. Okay, well, good to hear from you, and we'll see you on the next stream. Thanks for coming. Aloha. I said that Nibbler works out a lot. He's in such good shape, and then you immediately said, "I want that goat." Yeah, here's what I'm talking about. So you guys know, it's the Nibbler thirst flag. This is on the merch store, and this is something you can buy because I think it would be funny. Unless you're going to do it, then actually do it. But yeah, you can see that Nibbler. He likes. He's a goat, so he's not much into high protein. But he does like some fresh hay, and he likes to live a clean lifestyle. So yeah, what I'm doing is a little off script. We're not doing this as a mission. We're doing this as a another calibration of the Raxel scanner, actually. Oh, actually, now that that's been done, now that we know it's here, what will I get when I do a scan now? It should not be different. It should just come up and it should just say weird sources, and then on this screen it should tell me more. I'm doing a test you guys can't even see right now. Weird signals detected. Okay, I gotta turn on the Raxel scanner. That's gonna make another ping sound. Event name, signal name, localized. Okay, yeah, it is actually picking this up, which is good. That is what we want to see. Awesome. And because I think that Raxel is something that will pop up on a radio signal, has a radio signal of some kind in the black. I have set this up so that it makes that sound, it makes that graphic on the screen, and she says something in the chat. That is because I do not want to miss a signal and be the guy that actually does the flyby Raxley. I won't be that guy, so I've set it up to be a little bit more sensitive than more other sensors would be. All right, so when we get to this notable stellar phenomenon, what we're going to see is just some alien stuff floating out in space, but our signal detector should find it. And it shouldn't just pop up and say non-bodied signals. It should pop up and say notable stellar phenomenon. If I would be the guy that would fly by Raxo, would you even know? Yes, because I update everything to EMC. Oh, I got too close to this thing. Got too close to the gravity of that star, or that moon. Anyway, everything I do updates to the star charts. So eventually we will find Raxo, and let's say it's at, I don't know, Sigma Gamma 1, right? That's where it is. People would go, oh, Raxel's at Sigma Gamma 1, and then they would check the log of who reported it, who had been there, and my name would pop up. That is absolutely a thing that would happen. Now, I believe strongly that Raxel wants to be found, so once you got to the right system, you get interdicted. Hyperdicted, that's where it drops you out to get your attention. But at the very least, it's going to have a radio signal, and I don't want to miss the radio signal. So I've set this up to remind me of what's what.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, it's not going to let me just go. I got to line up a signal. And we're overheating when that happens.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Taking heat damage.
All right, it's all good. Thank you, Lady D. Has anyone sifted through EDMC to see if that's already happened? Well, it would just be a radio signal. It wouldn't say Raxel or anything like that. But yeah, those guys are searching. Those guys are looking. I think the most mundane Raxel could possibly be is some kind of nav beacon that somebody skirted by without actually scanning it. Oh, don't hit the gravity on this time. So in that scenario where it is just a radio signal that you need to pick up and somebody did fly by it, that data would be there. But that space is special, no one would know. But I'm not gonna make a subtle career out of doing this and then be the guy that flew by it. You know what I mean? At this point, I'm doing it semi-professionally. I'm justifying why Lady D put so many messages in the chat, because I ran a Raxless scan check and a civilized system. And I pulled that way too soon. I heard a noise, and I thought the noise was disengaged. Now I've got to wait for it to cool down and try it again. Yeah, how there was a random sound and signal people found when they found Thargoid check. Yeah, it'll be like that. But I can ignore all of that. I can ignore all of the clues that are on the screen if I pay attention to the clues I built. So that would be Lady D telling me something weird's there, because I'm looking at the chat instead of looking at the game. That's my concern.
4, 3.
Okay, let's try this for a 4th time. Look at that. I was like 1 kilometer away from this working. There we go. And here is our stellar phenomenon, exactly as expected. This stellar phenomenon is rare, but it does show up on the full system scanner, and it does show up as a non-body, and it does show up as a weird signal. So if we encounter this out in the black, what I would expect the scanner to do, I would expect Lady D to say weird signal detected and then pop up what she did on my screen. We're going to go scan one real quick. I don't know how to scan one of these. How close you got to be? Does it automatically scan them? Is there anything else to do but just look at them? I'm not sure. But again, I expect that Raxlet wants to be found. It will be easier to do this. But just in case it's not.
Scan detected.
Well, we've got a scan, so there's somebody here. I'm going to run right into the stellar phenomena.
Scan detected.
Ah, the comp scanner. That's what I needed. Oh, thank you. That's what you're saying. Welcome, by the way, Grumpy Old Man. I don't think you had spoken today. So yeah, we scanned it. It's been logged in our codex. That's all we got to do. You know, there's a possibility that there's more than one alien thing here, but I'm just going to assume that there's not, because this was just a test. Because we should find. Whoa, hello. We should find at least one of these things out in the black.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, pirates won't be interested in me. I don't have anything on me. They might still interdict me, but I don't have anything on me that they would actually care about. Okay, but what I do have is a course plotted.
Frameshift drive.
So let's go. Our mission is to scan a local planet. Bring that data back to them. Looks like we're not going to get into much combat today. Again, I'll do it on foot. We'll have at least one action-packed combat moment. But it looks like it's going to be mostly exploration stuff today, which is surprising me with as much exploration as we've done recently. That was no pirate. That was you pick. I figured it might be. This is why we play like we do, though. Scan mission details. Commander, some of our equipment in the system appears to be malfunctioning. Locate the point of interest and interface with the data panel so we can run diagnostics, okay? No, we're definitely going to go to the nav beacon for this one. If you pick wants to follow me around, if he wants to play pirate, he could just ask Lady Devour where we are. If you do exclamation point location, it should tell you where we are. Almost there. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Lady D. She didn't pop it up on the screen. I must not have programmed it to do so. I'll have to add that to the after action report and go in there and fix that. I expect you're here to say that on the screen as well. Is that already you picked? Did he beat me here? Let me finish scanning this nav beacon.
Incoming mission critical message.
Nope. That's the J. Michael Salkovic. Okay. The body is Valak 5B. Let's go ahead and go to that, program that in before we even leave. Valak 345. Oh, there it is. Valak 5B. And once we scan it, I believe it's saying we have to land on the planet at a designated spawn point, and then we have to scan something. So we are going to be doing some SRV stuff today. You need an excuse to go over there too? Yeah, that makes sense. It is a place you should visit. I thought I had, but it pops up some new stuff into the log. So I guess the last time we were here, I didn't explore it properly. Let's hit a boost. Don't know why I was doing this the slow way. If we fly past it, that's fine. Ten, 9, 8, 7. And down to 75%, so we don't do the loop of shame. Well, that was pretty good. Okay, so the point here again is to scan it. We've got our surface scanner ready, so that won't be a problem. This would be wild if it was real. If I was like, hey guys, I just came in from Earth. What can I help you with? And they're like, go scan this planet. Could you imagine flying from like Atlanta to Russia and walking into the Russian government and they go, oh, please go down to the local 7-Eleven and scan their drink section for me. All that effort to come over there and take a couple of pictures for them. That they could have asked a local to do for considerably less effort. All right, 4 probes. So we should probably be able to do it in 2. One in the front, one in the back. You don't want to know where the third one goes.
Surface scan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got it.
40%.
And there we go.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, what is our mission now? Yep, there's an artificial structure. Okay. Oh, we're lined up with it really well, too. Awesome. I've ever heard of Agent Garbo. No, I've not. What is Agent Garbo? Up a little bit. There we go. Down a little bit.
Engaged.
This looks painted. Looks good. I like it. He was a Spanish guy during World War II that pretty much just did that to help the Allies. Oh, that's cool. There's all kinds of crazy stories like that during a war. I mentioned earlier I was looking at crazy escapes from the Soviet bloc, and there are good reasons to do that. But then there was some stuff on the other way around too. You know, people making a run for the Soviet side. That reminds me of Edward Snowden. I wonder how he's doing. Some of my favorite books on the topic are The Hunt for Red October, and its now non-canonical sequel, The Cardinal and the Kremlin. Which talk about that kind of stuff. It's fun. Okay. Well, that's definitely meant for us to drive around on. I would take the Nomad, but does the Nomad have the scanner? There's some drones there. Does the Nomad have what we need? Let's find out. Let's try the Nomad. Oops, wrong one. Cannot deploy too close to planet. Okay, that's go up a little bit then. I'm thinking probably 1,000 meters will work. We haven't tried this at all. The Nomad does have weapons on it, so it should be able to take care of these drones. Switch over. Pulse. Mark II. Okay, we have a Mark II bioscanner. Well, we knew about that already. Let's lock on. Oh, I guess targeting doesn't even work.
Under attack.
I don't think this is going to work for us, guys. I haven't programmed this Nomad to behave properly. While we've got it, though, let's look at the fire groups. Okay, it does have a data link and a comp scanner. But you'll see in a second why I'm going to switch over to the SRV. I can take care of these drones pretty quick in an SRV, so I'm going to go do that instead. I'll take a look later about adding the targeting. The Brits turned him down and he started sending bad intel to the Germans. The Brits then picked him up because the intel was just good enough that it bothered them. Eventually, both sides got him on the payroll, but he was pro-ally. He got medals from both sides. That's funny. One of those Soviet guys that escaped was really neat. He was one of their better assassins, and they sent him over to West Germany in order to assassinate a guy who was writing a bunch of anti-Soviet stuff they didn't like. And he was an actual patriot. He actually believed in the communistic goal. He was a card-carrying member of the Soviet Union. And he decided that, well, it must be true. If you're just trying to kill a guy who says things you don't like, what he's saying must be true. So he just showed up and he said, hey, I was here to kill you, and I'm not going to, which means I can't go home now, so please help me get asylum. And then they tried to assassinate him. He was the famous guy that they tried to assassinate with a radioactive pellets. Very clever strategy. Should have worked, but you went off against an assassin, you know? Guy that would figure out what's going on. One of Hitler's main guys got in a plane and flew to the Allies, and his plan was to overthrow Hitler and take over the Third Reich as an ally against the Russians. When he got to the Allied side, he broke his leg, and then when they had him in jail, he explained his plan, and they were like, that's a dumbass plan. Oh. Gentleman Berserker wants to go.
The kitchen has fresh hay? Why would I ever leave?
I told you he likes hay. You're a card-carrying member of the Get-Go community. Hey, did you check? Hold on. Let me show you guys this. While I was running these tests yesterday, I had to run tests on Get-Go, and I wasn't online, but anytime that you're not, it pulls up the last guy that you were in. Hold on. It's in after action report. It pulls up the last action you were in. So I posted this here yesterday. I said, so while I was fixing the two small tags, that was an issue we were having, it loads up the last person to have their name on there. You don't even have to look. You know who it is. So here it is. Let's click on it and see who it is. It's Gentle Berserker trying to get my code. I can't believe it. Card-carrying member. You're the damn president. Yes, thank you, Nibbler. Actually, before I even get into Beato, back up a little bit. Nibbler's doing his job. He's reminding me that he is reminding me about the Simstarr. Now, I mention these right now because last time I did on Monday, somebody bought 2 packs. They bought 2 sets, which I'm going to mail out today, so thank you so much for that. What's in the Best of Guns kit would be a shoulder patch. It's gray. A beret patch. Beret sold separately. One of my cards that's got the Project Simstarr stuff on. It's kind of like a trading card, but it's got my contact info, so it's a business card. And some secret stuff that I got from the Amazon liquidation store. So I'll always throw something I got from that store in here as well. I like what I have right now. I've got about 20 of them left, and I'll be sending those out. Again, somebody ordered 2 of them on Monday, so thank you for that. And if you want to join the crew, that's the way to do it. If you're already a subscriber or a channel member, you get free shipping on that. Okay, so back to the killing. I do have other things on the Sim store. I do have t-shirts and hats and things of that nature. I like them. I'm going to be wearing all of that stuff because I bought it myself. I bought it for myself, I should say. So I'll be wearing all that at Dragon Con and Sim Gaming Expo.
Target destroyed.
This is a bit of a rocky little area.
Under attack.
Oh, he's pretty scrappy for a drone.
Target destroyed.
He's also pretty dead for a drone. All right, so we are here at this artificial structure. We have a specific goal in mind. It is... Why isn't this working? I do this every damn time. What is the button to switch over? The fire groups always get reset. Why is that? Oh, I'm sure the answer is pretty obvious. There we go. All right, so there's our navigation thing right there.
Warning. You've entered a trespass zone.
Open our charts and scan it up.
Incoming mission critical message.
And that's it. We are already done. All right. You just realized you should be at the GGG, not the Greek ass giant, but the Get Goat group. Yeah, I'm sure you would love to be a member of the Get Goat group, but don't forget, I'm working on the ability to get you back. So you're gonna get into the Get Got group the way you're rolling, buddy. You'll have just as much of a chance to get Got as you will to get him, though. So it won't happen all that often, unless everybody in the chat decides you should. So they'll be able, every time you try to do Get Go, they'll be able to try to get you back.
Incoming mission critical message.
That's going to be a few weeks from development, though, because I've got to finish the new implementation system, and I've got to bring over all this stuff from Twitch over to it. And that requires a whole new study. I don't actually know how to bring points over into my own system. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to do that for YouTube as well. Okay, that was a smooth mission. That worked exactly as we had planned. Awesome. And we are away. Let's see, our 2 planetary scan job, mission successful. We got to go back, and that's just going to say the same thing. Okay, let's actually set that course right now. We'll just do it manually. We're not that far away, so it won't be that hard to find. Something else I have in my notes to look at, because I haven't done it with my own eyes yet, is that there's a possible clue in the background image of the dark wheel. I want to look at it real quick. Oh, that was you that bought that. Yeah, you got the Bessagon kit, so thank you for that. And you've got the you're thinking of getting the tumbler too. I do like this tumbler. This is a good one. It really does keep the ice in here, which is kind of a problem actually because it doesn't melt as fast enough for me to drink it. But yeah, the Simstarr tumbler has the logo embroidered on it, and it does make a really nice seal, and is better than the tumbler I had before actually. And that's always nice when you make your own thing and it's cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
Line with Vector. So Nibbler's already launched over to the Simstarr, but I also have the Simstarr loaded with my Nibbler flag. But yeah, we've got different kinds of shirts on there at different colors. And here's the tumbler we were talking about. So if you want any of that, it's available on the Simstarr. All right. Super Cruise Overdrive, go! Didn't realize I had left Super Cruise Overdrive on. Another fun thing about a simulator versus reality, I can accidentally leave the faster than light drive on and not notice, and not accidentally come home 100 years too late. We are here already. Bring up our local map. Selected.
Fuel scooping.
Pinkerton Orbital. It's our destination. We'll turn in these 2 missions that ended up taking us about an hour and a half to do. And then I'm going to fly back to Jacques, that is in Colonia, specifically so we can get a mission from there. We'll pick up an on-foot mission or 2. One a little easy, one a little hard. I think like a single assassination, and then the other one, I don't know. I was going to say maybe a wipeout or maybe a steal their power, something like that. Pinkerton Orbital, not even shot around. Perfect. Love it. Curve is not a loop. I had somebody comment that the volume on one of my shorts was too loud, and it's one of the ones I turned the volume way down on, and I haven't had anybody else say anything. I've been turning the volume super far down, so let me know if you think the volume is too low. "24-ounce tumbler?" I believe so. I'm not sure exactly how many ounces will fit into it. Well, I suppose I could look it up real quick. Hold on. It's right here. Project Simstarr tumbler.
Cleared for landing on docking bay 40.
It's a 20-ounce tumbler. There you go. It is a 20-ounce tumbler that is available. You do have to fill it out if you're going to use it on your motion simulator. You got to fill it a little under the brim because that'll be high enough to come out the top. But I've not spilled anything since I got it. Once I learned to put like an ounce less in it. All right, landing pad 40.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
You know, I kind of regret not using the Nomad for that scanning job, but I don't want to fiddle around with trying to figure something out I'll take a look. I'll take a look.
Warning, landing gear not deployed.
Landing gear is totally deployed.
Landing gear
There you go.
deployed.
Touchdown confirmed. Dispatching ground crew. Welcome,
Okay.
Commander.
We'll turn in these missions real quick. Missions. Treat the mega ship, and we want materials. So I guess we'll just take some money. They don't have any mats. That was actual cargo they were offering. We don't want that. Planetary surrogate. There we go. 12 anonymous FSD telemetry units. That's what we want.
Incoming message.
And they are pleased with our work. So they have upgraded us to friendly. That's nice. We don't need that anymore because we never cared about what that mega ship was doing. And let's double check. We should be done with all missions. We are in the top 75 on this one. That's nice. How did we do on this one? Top 100. Okay. So we ended up getting 2 of the pre-engineered cargo racks, which is plenty for me for as far as what I was trying to do anyway. All right. This is the thing I didn't want to do. Now I'm going to do it. Let's go into options, controls, ship controls. See if there's a special thing for the Nomad. I don't think so, right? Detailed surface scanner, multi-crew, headlock, mode switches. What I'm looking for is the how do I switch? I didn't have the fire group set up. That's why. All right, guys, we might take one more of those missions. Hold on. Let's take a look at the planetary scan jobs. No, I did have the fire group set up. What I'm talking about is being able to target my enemies. I have targeters. It should have worked, and it didn't. So I'll deal with it later. Let's go to Jacques. So I can actually fulfill today's promise. I told you guys I would take missions from a cyborg, and I've not actually done that yet because I took missions from other systems. So let's head over to Jacques and Colonia. And then I will take 2 on-foot missions and see how that goes. I know I just took a break, but I am looking to stretch a little bit. Moving the air conditioner closer to me is at least taking care of the freedom unit problem. It says it's 90 in here, and it feels like it's like 80 in here. So I'm getting blasted directly by what little cooled that air conditioner can do. So I've set the course, but I'm not ready to go yet. I'm gonna go step away for just a second, and I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ow. And I return, my friends. I just tweaked my knee. Man, getting older just means that things just decide, no, I don't want to bend that way. And you're like, but that's the way you're supposed to bend. And it's like, nah, no, I'm not doing it. All right, we already have the course laid out. We're headed back to Jacques Station to get some ground missions to wrap up our day. Just because I'm in the mood to drive the SRV around. So we're going to fly over there. We're going to take care of that. And then we're going to decide, we're going to wait over the week to see if any CGs pop up. And if none do, we're going to head over to Sagittarius A next week. And we're doing that to do a Raxla search. I mean, everybody always thinks they're right in their Raxla research, but I think I'm right with my Raxla research.
Ship restraints withdrawn. You are clear to leave.
Whoosh. Boy, I really tweaked that knee. I don't love it. Usually it's my ankle that complains. Just for no reason. My ankle will be like, you sprained me. And I'm like, I'm not even using it. But just like the Simstarr, I'm lucky the joints still move after all this time. You think there'll be a week between now and the next CG? You think so? Yeah, there was about a week in between the last ones, so you're probably right about that. Still mass locked.
Frameshift drive charging.
Colonia. While I was making sure that my little animated thumbnail with the rattling Jacques Station, I wanted to make sure it was the correct Jacques Station, that I was spelling it correctly. While I was doing that, I was looking up the history of Colonia and how the player base decided to name it that. Somebody said, I'm going to call it Colonia for now. And then that just stuck. And their mapping initiative worked. And then the FDev adapted it and renamed it that. Same thing happened with Beagle Point. But I was surprised that Colonia wasn't always their plan. And here we are 10 years later doing their Colonia celebration, which is kind of neat. Mega markets don't get built in a day. They kind of do, though. Because I could drop my dodecahedron in and it immediately shows up. They could do the same thing for a mega market. Oh, I do this every damn time. I go, we'll be there in a second, and then, yeah, it's going to be more than a second. I was reminded recently that Super Cruise Overdrive is a relatively new thing, which was put in because when FDev realized that operations wasn't working, they said, okay, well, what would you guys like to see? And the ability to get places a little bit faster was one of them. And they came up with the Super Cruise Overdrive, which I think is a excellent compromise between the new and the old systems. This one at least took 3 weeks since the 2 sets of CGs. Yeah, you're true about that. Right about that. I'm just saying when I come back on Monday after the server tick on Thursday night, when I come back on Monday, I might find an active community goal. I think some kind of biathlon here in Colonia would be ideal for a celebration of Colonia's birthday because they've already done deliveries, getting to Colonia's exploration. So that leaves combat pretty much. You like that you can refit them into old ships? Yeah, that's cool. I agree. I think it's neat. And those old ships buck like a freaking horse, man. When you're in the Simstarr, I don't think they meant it to be that insanely movement. But they don't know. I'm doing something that's I'm doing something that's unauthorized, and you know, it looks good on screen. They don't realize how bad it beats you up in real life, though. Oh, Jacques Station with your new gold paint job.
Docking request granted.
Request granted. You're surprised they didn't have a combat goal running parallel? They do that often. Yeah, they certainly didn't do it this time, though. Sorry about that. Oh, you remember how we started today without all the audio? Wasn't that weird? I mean, getting no audio is one thing. Getting half the audio? It wasn't a stereo thing either. It was in... We weren't getting any of the audio in normal space, but we were getting all the audio in Super Cruise. That was the weird part. And it was a capture card issue, too. So turning on and off the capture fixed it. That's so weird. Man, they went a couple of years without any CGs. They were going to box this all up completely until so they hired on new leadership, and they were like, okay, look, I see what you're trying to do to compete with Star Citizen, but that's not where our strengths lie. And now they're back to doing regular CGs, which has been really nice. Not too many, not too few.
Docking successful. Engines
Not too difficult to achieve. They're basically what I'm saying is that they're perfect for the stream, which most likely means that they're perfect for casual players as well. First stream you managed to catch. Well, welcome, Dan. 07. You started playing Elite Dangerous as well? Oh, that's cool. Glad. Welcome to the stream. We are about... Oh, wait. No, we don't even want to be here. We are at Jacques Station. And we are going to go get some on-foot missions. Just to see what's available. I'm actually in the mood for an assassination. Oh, this is the perfect screen to go to once I'm on foot. Yeah, let's switch over to this one. That's better. Now I'm a classic YouTuber. A classic streamer. Hold on. Controller out. What's up, guys? It's your boy. Today we're going to pwn some noobs in the combat zone. What else do they say? Blue Apron is great for my dietary needs. I don't know why I'm hunched over. They're not generally hunched over when they do this. All right, since this is recorded, I got to bring it down a little bit. OPP says this is their first live stream too. Hey, wait, what the? Oh, that was weird. Says this is their first live stream too. Well, welcome, you guys. Welcome to the live stream. There are things that happen here that do not happen on the shorts. For example, you guys have to share one. You both get a ropet. Let's see what you guys get. You both have to share the bunny, George.
Here's hoping this kind of job is in your
Pull
wheelhouse.
the electromagnet from the wreckage. You're always going to keep your ear on the ground, right? Oh. What you get? Oh, General Berserker wants to go. Why did I even look?
I outrank all of you.
Oh, you do, huh? Oh, that's Nibbler, not General Berserker. I'm checking my messages real quick. Seems that there's a boil water notice, which is great timing because I just got the... I just filled this up with water when I picked back with break. It's always good to keep your ear to the ground, right? That's what she's saying. That's what I do. I built my own decryption rig so I can monitor broadcasts in the system because you never know what you may hear. Mostly it's just fuzz, but sometimes it catches something. I hooked it to an interesting channel recently, something that sounded very sensitive. It was sensitive enough that my beacon tapped it into, got taken out soon after. But those beacons are built tough. I bet the remainder of the message will still be onboard memory. So you can get that information to the intended recipient. Maybe it'll make it worth your while. Maybe. I'll think about it.
Plenty of people would jump at an opportunity like this.
Well, plenty of people could take the job. Let me take a look and see what else is available. Yeah, getting my goat usually doesn't happen in the shorts either. It does sometimes, but it doesn't often.
If you want to help the good guys get even and earn a few credits, step on up.
Okay. What do you got for the good guys?
Sometimes you've got to do a little wrong to do what's right.
Steal the Insight data bank from the settlement. Someone very close to me has gone missing, and no one seems to know anything about it or even care that they've disappeared. It's been driving me crazy with worry. I've spent every hour I have trying to find something to go on. I even hired a private investigator, but all they could do was tell me who last met with the missing person. The contact I was given has refused to acknowledge any meeting took place and eventually blocked me from their comms. Find them and get all their documents. There must be something there. All right, I'm down. I like this one. Okay. How much does it pay? I don't really care. Biometric data, though. So yeah, I'm in.
Don't worry, I'll have your payment waiting for you.
Okay, well that's awesome. And then we'll go down here and we'll take pull the tape recorder from the down satellite, and that'll be our missions for the rest of the day.
Got a job for you. Something good if you're game. With a bit of luck, you'll have them
Show me the
shipped.
details.
So, how does this look?
How much does it pay? And weapon inventory. All right, I'm in.
Assuming everything goes to plan?
Yeah,
I'll see
we've
you
already.
soon.
I do have Nibbler to send me reminders, and we already have mentioned it, but just to do it officially, I'm a guest. Hold on. At the Sim Gaming Expo. That is coming up. It's less than a little bit more, actually. I think it's like 40 or 35 days from now. I'll be going DragCon first, but the Sim Gaming Expo I'm very excited for. So if you happen to find yourself at Schoenberg, Illinois, come by and say hi. You wish you could approve old systems, add new stations to the OG systems? Well, that's they can, but that's the system architects are owned by people that work at FDev. Yeah, we've moved to our own system. We have a dedicated Project Simstarr station and our own work we're doing out there. Some of it we have to do in secret now, but those secret plans are coming to fruition. So soon I will be able to publicly talk about that. That's going to be fun. Because what is the point of doing this if I can't mention it on the stream? All right. So we are back on our ship. At least we will be. What do we want to do first? Let's try the Insight bank data from the settlement first. Yeah, my old home system was Yama, which it's a Nakano Kane stronghold, and it's doing pretty well for itself. So I've never had a home system that wasn't already outfitted pretty good. You were looking at colonizing a neighboring system of mine, but all the good ones are taken. Yeah, that's by the chat. The chat's been doing that. But there's still some good ones out there. At the PZC, there's ones you can still choose. That's what we're doing. We're in a suburb of the bubble, and yeah, it's getting filled up pretty quick. Okay, we'll go and we'll have a quick look around, but there's probably a tablet that we have to scan, probably behind lock and key. So this is going to be all tricky espionage stuff until it falls apart and I have to murder everybody. What we'll do is we'll go see if we can find the tablet, because for all I know, it's in the habitat ring with no lock on the door. Then we'll go over to security and we'll disable all alarms and we'll disable all key entries. And then we'll go and we'll download it. Hopefully, not have to hurt anybody. But if we do have to hurt a bunch of people, I'm down. I've got everything we need to do that. Still not out of mass lock. Redot was your old home. It's just a red dwarf and a gas giant. Currently subjugated by a player faction. Right in no man's land between the feds and the imps. Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds like a cool place to be. Boy, I wonder what it was like when colonization first launched, and those early adopters went and got a system right next to Sol. That must have been wild. Oh, you know, a while back, somebody was asking me about Thargoids being from another galaxy. They're not. There's a whole section of the Milky Way, a huge block, that is under permit lock, and that's where it's widely believed the Thargoids are from. They're ammonia-based, so one of the reasons that scanning ammonia-based worlds have such a good payout is so we can map those out. Eventually, I believe that they're going to make those Thargoid settlements. I think that's the long-term plan, but they're nowhere near doing that yet. But if we know about them and we have them mapped, when they finally get around to that, we'll have a big galaxy to explore. Like, imagine making planets that are outfitted to make Thargoids comfortable, and you're the architect of it. That'd be neat. Now, this is the most difficult. Oh, I forgot. Now, this is a leap of shame. I forgot to turn it down to 75. This is the more difficult of the two missions. We're definitely going to land and take the SRV in with its cannons. What would be great is allowing us to terraform worlds. I agree. I don't think landing an atmosphere would be as difficult as they're saying it is. I think if they let us land and only land at certain spots, so, you know, they create a forest and you just can't land there. You have to land at a settlement. It's the only place on the planet you can land. We could have atmospheric worlds. What they don't want to do is let you land anywhere and then have all these trees you got to deal with, or oceans that you got to deal with. But just don't let us land there. Let us, like right now, we're going to this facility, and we can come in anywhere, but we can only land on this one spot. There must be something more to it than that would stop that from being a thing. Yeah, many planets are terraformable. We found several ourselves on our way out here.
Orbital flight engaged.
The engine can do water and trees, can it? I didn't know that. But I'm not asking for a whole overhaul and refit and do all this. I'm just saying a thicker atmosphere would be nice. Because we did get a thicker atmosphere with the Radicoidea, which is where I think they're going with that. I think that's going to unlock some form of terraforming. So there would be, we have low atmosphere worlds and no atmosphere worlds. I think they're just going to make a thicker atmosphere world, one where you still have to wear a suit. Now it is, so maybe 27, 28 we might get it. That'd be nice. Ooh, this is a tiny facility. Oh, no, it's not. We're just far off.
Docking request denied.
No pad large enough, which is fine. That's what I expected. You were originally disappointed because the station in the book was actually a cloud city inside the atmosphere of a gas giant. Well, they'll get around to it. Quick info, if someone had problems with the Ghost construction sites, station remained unfinished after being fully built. Frontier made a couple of fixes in the last 3 weeks without announcing it, so it should fix now. Yeah, we have our last station, we couldn't place because of that bug. So when I finally get back to the Project Simstarr station, I'll take a look. Yeah, they could just blow you up if you try to land. Could do that. Okay. I like landing out here a little bit. Oh. System's running a little rough. Let me bring this down first. Let me restart this. I don't like the feel I'm getting with this. The simulator's acting a little wonky. Okay, I've just turned it off completely. The motors. I wonder if the motors might be getting a little overheated. Either that or I've got some bearing issues because it's been running rough a little bit. That was smoother. Okay. It could be a connection issue, which we had a couple of weeks ago. I have to reseat and wash all the cables, and I haven't gotten around to it yet. You could also get the goat. No, we're not getting the goat. The Colonia 10-year thing doesn't take too long. You got 27 colonies to get back. Well, you can always jump back and forth between the two. Flying from Colonia back into the bubble isn't as bad as it used to be. I'm not sure what I want to do. By the way, I put that piece of candy on the back for potential snack time. It's still on there. I noticed it when I took a break earlier. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oof. Good grief. Screwed that up. Dang. Sorry, people in production. Oh, Pocket Jockey. I was just letting you know it was there, not that we should actually freaking eat it. All right, hold on. Got it. Here it is. Look how bread it looks. You can show snack time. This will be a short one. They're usually baited. Well, I am a master baiter, so I'm not too surprised. Watch it down. I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm at a pretty sharp angle right now. I'm leaning forward pretty good. There we go. All right, so take the item from the container in the settlement grounds. Do not trigger the settlement alarm. Okay. This is a slightly different mission than I thought it was. Combat will be unlikely. Since it's just a container, we might be able to do this without disabling the alarms. See in a moment. Let's get my lay of the land. Okay, this is a fine place to be, I think. Disembark. Yeah, just some e-hacks and a little luck. Yeah, I agree. Took about an hour and a half times 3. You went to Colonia and then back to Colonia again. Yep, I've done that before. Waiting for the game to load. So Newegg is an official sponsor of the Sim Gaming Expo. And I'm actually hoping to talk to them. They were talking to everybody about potential integrations.
Watch it. Wait.
I have no deals with them, so I'm not giving any inside baseball. But I'm hoping to talk to them about maybe a sponsorship separate from that. It would be nice to get somebody to sponsor, because I made that short recently about how Moore's Law is dead and computers are not upgraded like they used to be. But that doesn't stop computers from new computers from running better, you know? As somebody pointed out, they're like, that's not true. I bought a new computer. It's 3 times as fast as the old one. And I'm like, yeah, but it should be 30 times as fast. Compare a 2006 computer to a 2016 computer, and you'll see what I'm talking about. We've gotten to a point where it's incremental changes and sometimes even just optimization changes to make things more efficient. But anyway, I'm hoping to talk to one of the manufacturers, maybe get a sponsor for a PC, because wouldn't it be nice to have a slightly better computer? No one wants to get the goat but you, man. You're the only goat getter. Okay, we're looking for... Oh, never mind.
I'll be serving aboard the Simstarr for light years to come.
No getting my goat. No getting my goat when there's only an hour left of the stream. That's the new rule. Not going to do it. All right, so that's container number 11. We're just looking for container number 4. I'm actually looking for a computer right now. All right. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Oh, I'm in my Artemis suit. I'm in my bioscanning suit. I'm not ready for combat at all. I got to be careful. But just looking at facility will not upset anybody, so we're good. Okay, we want buildings exterior, surroundings. We want container number 4. Oh, good. It's already marked. And over here, 60. Yeah, there's a cooldown. There's a minute-long cooldown in general and a 15-minute cooldown individually. Okay, so here it is locked. Nothing around. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Let's go back to our car. Oh, we got to remember where it is, because once we get in our car, it removes this tag for some reason. Okay, so we need to head towards this cannon and towards the door and towards the hab. We can remember this. Well, Nibbler is the crew liaison. He runs all this stuff. So how do you expect him to run it if you try to get him? He's busy getting God. But you can also feed Ropehead. Don't forget about that. Whoa, why are you mad at me? What happened? What the hell? Well, screw you guys then. That'll be a mission failure. Somebody must have wanted to scam me, I guess. I missed that completely. If that was obvious to you guys, it was not at all obvious to me. We are running away rather than engaging with these fools. That has been my winning strategy in general. Life and in video games. We don't need the conflict. We're not going to do the conflict, right? Yeah, I mean, I can murder everybody there, but the mission specifically said that we can't set off the alarm, and I heard the alarm go off. So what I'm doing is I'm flying away. I'm driving away, I should say. And then I'll check the mission to make sure it says fail. I am disappointed in that. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Who would have thought if a civilian is paying attention to his own business, not committing any crimes, that there would be police overreach? What a fictional universe this is. Stop and frisk, man. That's what this is. There we go. That's close enough. I don't want to get in the car until I've checked the mission. Yep, contract failed. Got caught. Set up the alarm, but at least I didn't murder anybody. That's just disappointing, man. That's just disappointing. I didn't see anything about stopping for a scam, but that must have been what happened. So I wasn't doing anything wrong. What FPS you got? I have no idea. It's set to 60, but obviously I'm not getting that. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sheik1. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh seven Sawyer, welcome. Control F. Okay. Control F. Oh, which computer am I set to? Okay, it's this one. I don't see Control F giving me anything of use. Let's set course before we leave. Now, here's a cool power fantasy, though. These guys could, they could have been slaughtered by me right now, but I chose not to. Okay, this is a system I've never been to before. We're going to fly straight to it. Everyone else gets a FPS counter at the bottom left. Oh, there it is. It says 44.3. I think that's the build version, isn't it? 44.3. Oh, I'm blocking it. I'm in the way of it.
Frame shift drive.
But that's all it says. It's not giving me a frame rate. Oh, there it is. It's 25. It's directly in front of me. It's right here. Can you guys see it? Hold on. Well, now that I know that's there, thanks for the tip. Yeah, the frame rate's 15 seconds, 15 frames a second right now. Oh, we're locked at 30. I thought I was locked at 60. I guess not. So yeah, maybe I could talk to one of these PC manufacturers I'm about to meet about maybe getting a sponsorship of a better computer. We'll see. That's nice to have down there, but it just lets me know how much I suck, so I'm going to turn that off. But I had no idea that was there. That's also going to explain why I've been so choppy. If this thing's dropping down to low frame rate, it's probably going to affect the telemetry as well. Get your back, man. That's all you got to say. I don't think I'm going to walk in there and be like, give me my bag, man. I think I'm going to say, hey, how would you like to get your name featured on every stream? See what they say about that. This will be a good experiment about summertime versus wintertime, though. We'll run it when the temperature drops below freezing out here, and we'll go through that and see if it gives better frame rate. The places I think I should get a sponsorship are in joystick controls, PC, and chair. I think somebody should sponsor me for this chair spot. I'll do Control P some other time.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, wait. I don't actually want to get into orbital flight. I actually wanted to scan it first. I'm landing as if I have a place to land. I don't. That would have just brought me right down to the center of the planet. That's not what we want. What we want instead is to scan it and then determine which one of these things is what we need. It's got 4 probes, so we can do it in 2. 50%.
Surface scanned by 50%.
The other one will land. There we go.
Surface scan complete.
And there's the human signs detected. That's what we were looking for. Impact site, threat line. That's the one we want. And Yep, it was on the other side of the plane. But yeah, ever since operations, they've done things that have made the optimization worse. I guess they're assuming I'm using a better PC than I am.
Flight engaged.
You know, another thing I might do, even though this thing can go in a full 360, it doesn't yet. It's locked in to its position, so it's basically a 45-degree angle. See, it can go this far, and then it can go over this side, go this far. And I'm thinking that maybe I should just go ahead and accept that's the case and start running all of these computers on the outside. I do have a server rack. I could put all the PCs onto a server rack, run it on the outside, and then run the cables in. It might be a thing I do. Jumping between systems in Colonia, put your 2080 at 10% usage during the loading screen. Well, it's got a lot to load. That would have some advantages. It would make this not have any lag anymore. It would make things a little bit crisper. Yeah, it's something I might do. I'm thinking about it. All right, now this is the one I've decided to take the Nomad for. So let's see what happens if I come out this far. I have no idea. Will this take forever? I literally have no clue. Check these fire groups, see where we're at. All right, so we do have a data link scanner and a comm scanner, so we'll do that and that. Okay, and what I do not have, for some reason, what I do not have is a targeting. Can I not target with this computer? Feels like I should be able to. These targeting buttons should be working since I'm flying the same ship, the same controls that I was before. How long have I played this game before? I didn't play it at launch, but I played it immediately after. I've been playing since 2015, so 11 years. The game launched in December, and I started December 2014. I started playing somewhere around March of 2015 because I'm a big VR enthusiast. This game is great about that. Okay, the first thing we have to look out for is any commandos about. It said the threat level was low, but still. Oh, commandos! I cannot lock onto them. Yeah, I can't do anything with this. And we're almost dead as it is. Alright, so let's request docking. Didn't know you could install weapons on the Nomad. It comes with them. It comes with those weapons. Okay, docking is set up. We're good. We're going to land. We're going to take out the SRV. And then we're finally going to get that bloodlust satiated. I'll figure out what's up with this Nomad some other time. But I should have been able to handle those fools with this, but it did not work out. The SRV, though, I can eat people's lunch. It's actually going to be a little unfair. Man, how about an auto dock like this for my SRV? That'd be nice. Are they any good? Well, so far, not so. I wasn't able to lay a single blow on them, and they were at point-blank range. Yeah, I didn't stop for a scan. I'm not surprised. I did not know that, but I'm also not surprised about it. Okay. Let's see here. Let me get my bearings. Okay, they are 7 kilometers away. You were a premium beta backer. Yeah, I didn't join it. You know, I'm a VR enthusiast, and at that time, VR was super great. And I got the DK2 around that same time, so it was one of the first games I played in VR. And I'm glad I did, but yeah, I missed the launch, I missed the Kickstarter, all that stuff. Use your nose to squash the enemy. Man, you know their handguns are more powerful than a starship. This looks like a nice little crater to land in.
Landing gear deployed.
Maybe. Now that the Nomad can do that, though, wouldn't it be cool if I could just drop my SRV that same way? I wouldn't have to play this little dance. You guys hold still over there so I can murder you. Down, okay. Your Kung Fu treachery comes to an end. Fiendish Commandos, you done fracked up now. 07 Guru Prodigy. You've charged your phone up? That's good. I don't think you could track it with the Nomad. The pulse lasers are fixed and it's not designed for combat. Just can't be outfitted. Oh, okay. Why have guns on there at all if I can't shoot like a probe? But you know what I can? You know what I can do in my SRV? Hello, Frederick Shepard. Shepard with two P's.
Target shields offline.
Here I come to save the day. Oh, I am high up. Oh, never mind. I thought I was falling. That's funny. It's just stuck on a rock. Here I come to battle crime. Thank goodness the Simstarr is here on time.
Target shields online. Under attack.
Come on. I'm talking about my battle prowess. SRV. Come on, Scorpion. Don't stop embarrassing me in front of the commandos. Do I think I can win? Yeah, I think that's a possibility.
Target destroyed. Under attack. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
I didn't even have power to weapons when I did that. Yeah, I see shields are offline, but I'm not too worried about it.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Target destroyed.
All right, that's the last guy. Feeling pretty good about it.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
There we go. All right. Power back to systems. Let's get those shields back up. And now that 3 people have been murdered over this data, let's go find out what the chat log said. It's supposed to be something juicy.
Under attack.
Oh, more guys. Now this time we're running.
Shields online.
Going around this hill before I engage these 3 new commandos that must have just been airdropped in. Because it has been a hot minute since I've done this. I got to get my my bearings. Got to remember how to do this. SRV repair, full hull repair. Let's go. There we go. We're back up to 100%. Let's get our shields back up. Lasers are for shooting stuff like brain trees that release drops. Oh, okay. I didn't know brain trees release drops. Didn't know that. Kim Richmond, welcome to my battle arena. You may have noticed the corpses of the friends. Yeah, that was me.
Shields fried.
Target destroyed. Target shields offline.
Oh, all right, fine.
Target shields online. Target
Target
shields
offline. Good game, NPCs, good game. All right. Now, we need to switch out our layout because we are in. Oh, we're in our Manticore Tormentor. That's not what we want. We want our Artemis loadout. Oh, is that what we had? Were we in Artemis already? No, we couldn't have been. Couldn't have been. Because we were the last thing that we did in our suit was scan. Still an Artemis suit. Okay, we're still in our Artemis suit. We want our Maverick loadout. There we go. Got a little confused, but we're good now. Take with wheels, that's right. Do we have any info about my sim rig? Yeah, lots of it. The Simstarr is a 1.5 pound motion simulator, mostly built and modified by me. It uses 4 servos in order to give me the amount of motion that I have. 3 for roll and pitch, and a single one dedicated to yaw. What would you like to know? All right, there's the data ports. Let's download some data. It is fully electric. It does not use hydraulics. The program I use to interface is called SimTools. It runs to another chip called a Thanos AMC. The Thanos AMC talks to the drivers. The drivers talk to the motors. I refurbished it and built it out of an arcade machine. So the literal heavy lifting was done. It's doing what it's designed to do. All right, we've got 23 seconds remaining to pull this data off. I thought we were going to have to weld something. There it is. Give me that loot. Yeah, linear actuators using a screw and ball system. Yes, thank you. It is made out of mostly found and refurbished parts. I do not have a lot of money, and that is why I have not spent a lot of money. If I had a lot of money, I'd be spending it.
Mission status updated.
Okay, we've gotten everything we are supposed to get from here. Hooray! Looks like there was only 1 chip on the satellite anyway. We've downloaded what we needed to download, and we are done, son. Got to get back in our vehicle. To get back in our vehicle, to go back to our station. And that's where we're going to wrap it up, even if it's a few minutes early. It might take me a half an hour to get back, but I don't think so. The scanner is amazing. Which part? The Raxel scanner I just built? Oh, look, a data port. Wait a minute. Can I? Is there data to be downloaded? Hold on. There is. Nice. How much did I spend? I did not get it. $4,000? No, I spent much less than $4,000. It's more like $1,000 if you add absolutely everything up over 2 years. Which, by the way, guys, we are close to 2 years of me doing this stream and having this simulator in a working order. Now, why that's important is because in order for me to get the aluminum frame that I sit upon, I had to take out a loan, which I've been spending $32 a month for over the last 2 years. That loan is paid off in October. And when I first started posting shorts, people asked me, damn, what's the mortgage on that thing? And I actually thought, oh, about $32. And I was like, oh, wait, he doesn't know I did that. He thinks I spent this in cash. So yeah, I did it with a firm via Amazon, and that's over in October. And I thought we might actually have a mortgage payoff party on the Simstarr, because the Simstarr would be completely paid off at that point. Almost everything I built out of the Amazon liquidation store stuff. So, you know, it's like $2 a pop for all that stuff. Like things like the seat belts and the brackets and things like that. With this aluminum frame, I bought on a pay-away. Yeah, with banana cake. That's exactly right. It's not a bad idea. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are down. We could have a party that day. Have a mortgage payoff party. The Simstarr will be fully mine at that point. The secret to my success is that I traded for the parts, just so you understand. I had something of value, and I traded it for something else I wanted. You can check the history for all that stuff, but I am happy to have the system the way that it is, but I am hoping to get some sponsorships soon that will let me expand what's possible, because we've already kind of explored what's possible off the Facebook marketplace, and I've made a big deal of that. But wouldn't it also be nice to explore what's possible if you have DDR5 RAM? I think so. I'd like to find out. Okay. We are headed back to Jacques for one completed mission and one failed mission. We've successfully pulled the electronic from the wreckage, and it would be fun to go to that person in person. And so, yeah, I couldn't do it. The cops didn't even suspect anything. They just shot because they're cops. And that guy's going to say, I'm so disappointed to my face. It's going to be great. Done. And
Frameshift drive charging.
we're pointed right at it. One of the cool things about Elite Dangerous is that the star we're going to is in the night sky. It is right there where Colonia says it is. That's where it actually is.
4, 3, 2.
And we are here. We are very here.
Fuel complete.
You know, again, going to Rex, so some people think it's in witch space because they can see those silhouettes sometimes, but that's just because my machine's running so poorly right now. It is 91 in the cargo bay. It's just not 91 exactly where I'm sitting because I made a change to the AC. So maybe the computers are overheating. Possibility. I do have some good ventilation down there, but it might not work. Go to Plaid.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And ludicrous speed done. That didn't screw us over too bad. That just puts us on the other side of Jacques Station, which isn't a terrible thing. It actually lines us up with it a little better than we were before. So thanks for that, Plaid. Up, hydrate. That's an easy one. Got it right here. I've got some water that I just found out was under a boil advisory. Man, I'm looking forward to all of these things.
I am perfectly fine. Yeah, totally fine.
Thank you, Nibbler. He's doing good. I'm looking forward to have a unification between YouTube and Twitch. But setting up each one of those alerts over again inside the new system is going to be such a pain in the butt. But I've got a whole, 5 days to do it. I'll do my best. You know, other things come up, so it might have to wait a little bit longer. Because the Raxel scanner is working. We got a plan to go into deep space. We might end up doing that first. Oh no, I think I might have to actually do a loop of shame now. I don't know if I brought that down in time. Well, it appears that I did. Since we're just about done, today's shirt, by the way, today's shirt is Make It a Blockbuster Night. I bought this after Blockbuster had been closed for 10 years. Was never a fan of their business model. Was happy to see them go. I'm not a big proponent of physical media. I didn't actually do it. Man, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls, because I didn't actually do it. The loop of shame is only when I actually have to do a loop of shame, and I didn't. I slowed down fast enough. Anyway, I was saying that I was never a fan of their business model. I was happy to see them go. I'm not much of a physical media guy. I'm a digital guy. So just to make it clear to you, in case you did not know, you can easily stream your own media to yourself. I am not talking about piracy. Hear me out. If you end up buying CDs and you end up buying Blu-rays because you don't trust the system, you're making good choices. But you don't have to give up the luxury of streaming just because you're not using one of their streaming services. One of their best tricks they ever pulled was convincing we need their servers. To make it easy for you, we'll ignore movies altogether, and we will say focus only on music. With an old computer, a 10-year-old computer that you just have lying around like a laptop, that's more than enough to stream every song you've ever owned. So you buy the CD, right? Hold on. Why isn't this loading? So yeah, you buy the CD, then you rip the CD into high quality, and then you load it up into Plex, and all of this is completely legal. You can stream it to your own phone. PlexAmp works amazing. It gives you better than Spotify, better than YouTube Music. It is a better experience because it's designed to please the end user instead of please some kind of shareholders. So higher quality, better algorithms, better layout of the entire system. So if you're still paying for Spotify, you're getting ripped off. You could do it all for free. You don't have to load up a CD player in your car. You could just run it on your phone as you're used to, but you're in charge of everything that happens, including the algorithm. You don't lose an algorithm. You just get to decide what that algorithm chooses for you. Yeah, Plex and Jellyfin are good options. I've never used Jellyfin, but I can tell you that PlexAmp is an excellent player. PlexAmp plays my audiobooks as well. So it plays all my music and all my genres and all my years, however I want to load it up. And it plays all of my audiobooks just immediately, just starts playing them. It's great. So again, we're not talking about piracy. We're just talking about your ability to use your own media the way you want to use it. You do not need them. They need you. Well, I've got the phone right here. Hold on. Let me open up PlexAmp. It's right here. Right now, I am enjoying Isaac Asimov's iRobot. This is the complete robot collection that you're seeing right here, okay? But let's go back. This is audiobooks fiction, audiobooks nonfiction. Big Finish is its own thing. We will go to music instead of musical soundtracks. We will do it by albums. And here we go, by albums. every single song, every single. Oh, sorry, it's hard to show it to you this way. So yeah, all the. There we go. So all the artists that I have, and there's quite a few. There's Alien Ant Farm. Why not? Click on Alien Ant Farm, and there's all their greatest hits. They didn't do that many, but they're all here, and they're all fingertip ready. So if I want to listen to a song from them, I can. And if I go to, hold on, back to home, I don't use this feature very often, but yeah, here we go. You can do it by stations, right? So you don't have to give up the algorithm either. The stations are right here. Artist Mix Builder, Library Radio, Album Builder, Time Travel Radio, Decode Radio, Mood Radio. So I can go into mood, and there's hundreds of moods I can choose. I can choose Rowdy Radio. Doing that will almost certainly get me the volumes all the way down. So I chose Rowdy Radio, and it started bringing up Metallica's The Garage Days. So What? Now that is freaking rowdy. So Effing What is one of my most rowdy songs, and it played it immediately. The next, better turn it down. Down. We don't want to set off the algorithm, guys. Drowning Pool Center, another rowdy song. So if I'm in a rowdy mood, it will absolutely play it. Again, all of it legal. I've not stolen anything. I just bought the freaking CDs 10 years ago and encoded them. All right. We are done after that lecture, actually. We are finished. I don't feel like doing another mission. There's only 15 minutes left, so we'll probably just wrap it up a little bit early. You were converting your audiobooks you bought from Audio into self-hosted Plex a couple of days ago. Pretty painless. Yeah, Plex runs audio just wonderfully. Audiobooks are great in Plex. I highly recommend it. But I'm trying to reach the guys that think, oh, this is a tech thing you got to do. Not the case. So yeah, I guess I do have a little bit more to say here. This is not a tech thing. You can load up a laptop, an old laptop that you probably have sitting around. You can install Plex on it. Yeah, download the exe, install it. You have to format them in a certain way, but there's a program to do that as well. You format your songs by band. You pop them in. It will automatically search them. Go to the legally fan-made databases. Grab the artwork. Grab all of the data about it, and that's it. It's done. It's available to you at that point. You push play on your phone, and it loads up the song from your PC. That's it. That's all it takes. Handbrake is free and a good way to convert DVDs and Blu-rays that you own. That's exactly right. Plex and Plex Amp. So you do have to spend a little money here. I bought the Plex server when it was still like $80, like 10 years ago. It's way too expensive now. But I bought that Plex server, and then I bought Plex Amp. Plex Amp was free, and then Plex Amp is a different program than Plex, and it pulls from the Plex database to create everything that I'm talking about. So yeah, here's some Iron Maiden right here, and then there's the Iron Maiden artwork. See, Iron Maiden artwork. I have another database. This is all music. If I go back one, I've got, again, audio dramas, audio fiction, audio nonfiction, and I also have musical soundtracks. So all of my musicals are separate from all of my music. So all the musicals that I like to listen to are also available on here. Also works on Linux, exactly, but you don't have to be any of that. It works on Macs, Linux, Windows, whatever. Whatever computer you've got, it doesn't take a lot of... We've kind of gotten digital music down pat. We're kind of done with it. There's always things you can improve, but as far as the files, not really. MP3s work great at 320 on the bit rate. You're good. So you encode them in that way. You pop them in, and Plex will play it for you. Old hardware will work just fine for that. Yeah, they really raised the cost of it, of the lifetime on Plex. But Jellyfin will also do it. I don't want to get too in the weeds. I just want you guys to be aware that Spotify is a ripoff. If you're spending $9 a month on Spotify, buy a CD for $9 instead. And by the end of the year, you'll have you'll have all the hits of that year. You can pick up, now that's what I call music, right? You can just pick up that CD because they still release them, rip the song yourself, play it to yourself with that same $9 that you're spending on Spotify for no reason. I'm making my point. It's clear what I'm trying to say here. So we're done there. All right. So we are pretty much done for the day as well. Thank you guys for joining me and taking missions from Jacques. Oh, wait, no, we're not done. we're not done. I forgot. This is a on foot mission. So we have to go hear the thank you from the one lady and the F you from the other guy. Yeah, hit a thrift shop and spend $9 to get a few CDs. Now that's going to be the older stuff, but if you didn't know, Spotify makes most of its money by the big companies owning all the music. So most of the things they make are things that have been released in the old system, and the new system doesn't really run on Spotify anyway. So you can build up an entire library radio, of 100,000 songs by going down to Goodwill one time, buying those CDs and ripping them. But I don't want to get too in the weeds. I don't want to scare people away with all the tech stuff you can do. I just want to make it clear what is possible, what you can do with what you've got right now. You most likely have a few CDs. You can rip them. You can play them to yourself, and you're good. That's what I've done, and I don't even have Spotify, and I never have had Spotify. So this isn't the story of me going, I got off Spotify. It was always a ripoff for me.
I hope it wasn't too problematic.
I will take the... I thought you were offering materials. Huh. I'll take the credits reward and the credits reward. The materials aren't there. All right, well, I'll take the credits reward. Wow, look how bad this frame rate is. And now let's go get yelled at this guy, because the cops are a bunch of dicks.
Hey, is there any chance you have the time to transport something? Get this job done and you'll make some people very happy.
Oh, this guy's not mad at me. A friend got lost. But he's giving me the same mission. I'm rambling the point, birthday soon. I want to send him a gift.
Okay, so here's a bit more about the job.
Hi. No thanks.
Travel to this system, meet them, and deliver the compact library. I'm not going to right now, because we are done.
Not for you, huh?
But he's not mad at us. I thought he yelled at us. Huh. I guess he already did. Guess he already yelled at us in an email. But yeah, this is a fine place to leave off, right here, right where I'm standing right now. So again, let me start my goodbyes once more. Thank you guys for joining me today. Let's see if there's anybody we can hand over to on the YouTube side first, and then we'll take a look at the Twitch side. I do dual streams. I do this on Mondays and on Wednesdays, so you'll see me again next Wednesday if you want to join. I'm feeling pretty good about that short I made today. That was just an advertisement for this, so you can probably expect to see Mondays as a reminder as well. That's upcoming. Youth Life Solutions. Cracks the radio. Well, Strax is our only option. Did I hand over to him last time? I don't think I did. So we'll send over to Strax on that side. And then on the Twitch side, let's see who is available to trade. I like the look. This person might be speaking another language, but I like the look of Heroes, so we're going to go raid them today and see how they're doing. You're on a Spotify plan with some friends. The convenience is nice, but you worry about the stuff you listen to suddenly not being available. Well, that takes care of that as well. The convenience is way better if you do it yourself. I'm serious. Unlike movies, unlike my suggesting that you download all your own Blu-rays, I'm not talking about that. Music is already kind of settled, so I'm just saying music only for right now. But anyway, we're gonna go say hi to Hero Zero for that, and then I'm gonna go have some lunch today. So again, thank you guys for joining me. I've been Commander Wacko, aka Peter. This has been the Simstarr. Do look out for yourselves. It is important, especially now. If you see somebody else that could use some help them out. Never punch down, but punch up if you're at all able. Maybe it'll happen today. And I will see you guys next time. You have a good night. And thank you for joining me. 07 guys. Bye.